We, Akatsuki, will deliver judgment.
Hello everybody, how's it going? Now we're over here. Now I'm over here. And then we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do that, and there we go. Alright, so how's it going everybody? Hello Reborn, hello Sivia, hello Phoenix. Hope you're all having a good night. And we're doing more Phoenix Wright tonight, because it's an easy thing to do. And hey, you guys wanted me to do this part. I don't know what's going on here. Wait, straight from the trial? Okay, I guess it's one of those. I'm okay with that. I kind of do prefer the ones that are just the trial. Those are easier on my brain. The girl. Let her go. Oh, jeez. Okay. Shut up! Come closer, and I kill her! There's a wrong pronunciation there. Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. I'm too cool. Bang! Oh. Well. Good graphics. But someone just died. Why is Phoenix in the hospital? Looking through the file of an old court case. Okay, thanks. First case of my longtime mentor, Mia Fey. Harry Falls, kidnapping, murder, sentence, death penalty. Okay, so this guy's dead. After escaping, Falls met with and then murdered Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, recaptured on Eagle Mountain about 8 hours after his escape. Her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. That was a whole year before Mia and I ever met. "6 years earlier, Mia Fey. First trial." Are we gonna go through Mia's trial? That's pretty great. Yep, I can see her picture on the bottom. "Thank you for the host, OP. So nervous. Feel like I'm going to die. I never should have accepted this case." Yeah. Good morning. Don't be so jumpy, Mia. "I didn't do nothing. I swear I didn't kill nobody." Gary Flaws, my first client. He has, a lot of flaws. That must be so painful just to move. Like the stitches here, and the stitches here, and the stitches here. Also, his head is massive, but... Sentenced to death 5 years ago, and now a prison escapee. Just relax, Mia. Make small talk and try to relax him. So why'd you escape anyway? Perfect, Mia. I'm sorry, that's the only thing I know about you. You have nice hair? Oh, I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. I didn't escape from nowhere. But, Mr. Flaws, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. I told a little lie. Oh boy. But anyways, I didn't do it. I never killed nobody. Sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right? Oh, I am? I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to break the news to you. Like that. You sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was tricked, I tell you. I'm just a dentist. Can't you tell by this giant thing I have to fix my teeth? That's why I keep buying it. But that woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. I swear it. I didn't kill her. I could never do that. How could I kill her? She was on the stand. That's how she lied. 2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when he crashed. And about 8 hours later, a policewoman was murdered before the police could recapture him. Oh. Police believe that Terry Flaws did it. Or Flawless, I don't know how to say his name. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman? Yeah, I guess I did. She's the reason I escaped. So that much is true. He did meet her with the victim. But I didn't kill her. She was alive when I left. She was alive. It's true. I can trust him, right? I mean, I should. It's kind of my job. Heh. Wait, what? I gotta figure the truth just by staring at the guy. I like this guy's suit. Why are you here? Came to see what our little kitten was doing all alone in the big scary lion's den. Wait, I recognize that pose. Thought maybe you'd like someone to play with. Where is Mr. Grossberg? Ah, that old man's probably still in bed. Bet he's clutching an empty bottle and mumbling in his sleep about his hemorrhoids. Aren't I good enough after all? It's me. Diego Armando. I know that name. Because that's OP's cat. Where did I hear it before? I didn't say. So, Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Offices is here for me. No, you got it all wrong. Today, you're the finest. Me? Oh, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine, an escaped death row convict for his first client. Wish I could get out of it, though. Relax, I just heard some good news. Prosecutor for today is fresh out of his diapers as well. No, it couldn't be Payne. He's like super old, right? Unlike a certain somebody I won't mention. He's earned the reputation as a genius since... Oh, it's Edgeworth, isn't it? Genius. Well, it's about time to head in, kid. Sharpen those claws of yours. It's go time. It is totally Edgeworth, right? He's the only genius I can think of. So solitary confinement cell, condemned must be the world's loneliest place. And that's why my client ran away from. Every other lawyer gave up on him, but not me, because I'm the best. When I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple, childlike voice, I didn't do nothing! I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth. We're gonna see young Edgeworth. I'm sure he's gonna be adorable. Yeah, that's totally him. I can tell by the tie. Oh, hey, Yellow's judge. Also, this might be a bit loud. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. There we go. Sorry for the beep. Court is now in session for the trial of Terry Flawless. Defense is ready, Your Honor. I don't remember what voice I gave him. It's been a while. That's totally Edgeworth, huh? The prosecution has been waiting for a while, Your Honor. I understand the lawyers come from both sides of newcomers. Yes, Your Honor. I'm Mia Fey. Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor. So you're the new prosecutor everyone's talking about, eh? So you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age. About 7. At 20, Your Honor. Yeah. Befitting a Megazord, what? I do not understand that reference. Guess our little kitten hasn't earned herself much of a reputation yet, huh? Come on, Mia, you can't lose. Not to someone younger than you. That would just be insulting. Young people run the trial. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Now, the defendant in this case is currently on bail on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct? Precisely. But the defendant on the trial is not on trial for escape from prison. The day the defendant escaped, policewoman was murdered. So we're here to determine Mr. Flawless was responsible for her death. And yeah, it's pretty rude to be like, you guys are so young. Can't believe you're actually doing the trial. It's like, your beard is yellow. That proves that you should not be a judge. You need to have a full-length gray beard to be a wise judge. Now it's like falls, so just falls? You got it, kid. Stop calling me kitten. I'm not a cat. Meow. Well then, Mr. Edward, let's hear your open statement. Yes, Your Honor. It was 5 years ago. The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in his very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old. Truly horrible crap. I remember it well, eh? No decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted. Like a protractor, but, you know, no math involved. Correct. But in the end, what really finally decided the case was a certain witness's testimony. A witness's testimony? I should already know this. The testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, a person who confronted this criminal. She arrested Mr. Falls at the scene and later testified against him. She said she witnessed Mr. Falls throw this young victim into the river. Oh, does he? I do remember Kara doing this, but I thought Edgeworth already did that, didn't he? For those unaware, the Evil River is well known for powerful current. Most bodies fall in there and never recover. So it was Miss Hawthorne's testimony that put him away. That policewoman you just mentioned, that wouldn't be my ex-wife. Exactly. Wait, no, it's the victim. The same woman that was killed 2 days ago. I like his hair. I know it's the same style hair, but it just seems so small. Police Surgeon Valerie Hawthorne. I see. Man who sentenced to death based on testimony you escaped 2 days ago. Only one thing on his mind: take revenge against the woman who convicted him. Alright. Truth is becoming clear to me now. Guilty. Yes, yes. Quite obvious the defendant is guilty. Objection! Wait a minute, that's not right. At least hear the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor. Watch yourself, Miss Fay. I'm not sure I care for your word of choice, or your tone of voice. Did the wink thing, that's gross. Edward, come on. Go get a time machine and fix yourself, please. Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders, says the younger person. Why, you're even younger than me, you hypocrite. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness. I called the detective who was in charge of the initial investigation of this case. Gumshoe? Oh, it's Gumshoe. Oh, he's a different jacket on. Cool. Witness, state your name and occupation, and also how many years we're going to be trained together. I'm Gumshoe. Gumshoe, pal. I'm homicide detective in charge of the case, sir. Finally got promoted to detective division half a year ago. I don't believe anyone asked you about that. Hey, man, pal. Got any idea how much work it takes to, feel like I know you're somewhere? What is it? You're really gorgeous. Excuse me? No, seriously, pal. My heart is aching for you. I feel like I'm channeling my inner Larry right here. Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise, I'll write you up for contempt so quick that something other than your heart will emerge. Alright, pal. I got you. Sure thing, pal. Victim was, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, veteran in the police force. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss. You know, from the knife and all that. Yeah, pretty much always stated in this autopsy report. Gonna add this, the thing. Do I get an autopsy report? I got an autopsy report. Wait, is that... Oh, look at that little coat. Dubbed a genius as soon as he started as a prosecutor. Today is his court debut. Hotshot lawyer, my senior and rival at the office. A bit smug. So smug that even his portrait has a smug smirk. Also, he's 27. He looks good. 23. Police officer and the victim. Key witness of the case against Falls 5 years ago. Harry Falls, my client sentenced to his death 5 years ago, escaped from custody 2 days ago. Homicide detective in charge of initial investigation, still new to his position. Why is there not ever a thing for me? Yeah, whatever. Stabbed with a knife at the back, died from blood loss between 4 and 5 p.m. Proof of my profession, it's brand new and sparkles in the light. Phoenix never sparkles in the light. Yeah, sure, pal. Alright, let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here. Here's a sketch of the Dusky Bridge, Old Spencer's Bridge. It's a little bit dusty, but you know, only in the dusk. And the river runs under the Eagle River. A lot of birds around there. Victim and the defendant were on hop to here, pal, on the bridge. After stabbing her in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car. He was recaptured at police checkpoint as he was trying to make a getaway, sir. Steel Samurai was a pretty good one. Why would I not carry a profile for myself? I show everyone my badge. I might as well show everyone my profile, too. Be like, hey, what do you think of this badge? Okay, well, what do you think of me? You think I need to stop showing you my badge? Well, too bad. Here it is again. That's what I need to do. Every single time. I see. Dusky Bridge map added to the court record. Where the victim blood found the bridge. Victim... Alright, pal. I'm gonna level with you a second. I don't know how to go through all these voices constantly. Victim is Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne was wearing a thick coat, sir. Fortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge. Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you that I absolutely despise conjecture. That's not a good thing for a judge to have. If there was no blood on the bridge, then you have no proof that they even met there. Your Honor, if you would listen to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced. The two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day. Why, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm not sure I like you wagging your finger at me as though I were some hoser. Detective, proceed with your testimony. I have a message. Why do I have a message? Yeah. Here we go, Mia. Hang on. Alright now, listen carefully, kitten. One little mistake and this guy will drink you for morning tea. Trust me. Wait, tea? Not what I was expecting. Who's this hoser, eh? On the day of the incident, found another person phoned Sergeant asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne was a dusky person designated time with Mr. Falls. That's where she was brutally murdered, sir. You know, stabbed in the back and all that. Criminals stuffed her body in this car trunk and trying to make a getaway. Mr. Falls was arrested at the police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain, Pa. Certainly have established important to the bridge. Naturally. Naturally I did that, because I'm Edgeworth. Edgeworth von Karma. I mean... Wait a second, that's not my name. Now with Vince, please hurry up, proceed with the cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor, cross-examination, coming right up. It's nice to see that she was as nervous as, Phoenix always is. Then she's usually kind of seen as the confident one. Hey now, settle down there, kid. Keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee. I'm not trembling, it's just cold in here. Courtroom can be a cold battlefield, alright? Especially for a beginner. I don't need you to worry about me. I mean the defendant, the witness, everyone's a beginner here. Ha! Got me there. Maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you got, kid. It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Just remember those court procedure videos you stayed up all night, last night watching. And also remember that eventually, you will always come out on top. You gotta believe in yourself. Day of the incident, unknown person phoned the sergeant, asked to meet. Hold it. This unknown person, you have no idea who it might be, right? Sorry, I'm afraid I do. One who called was the Sergeant Hawthorne was the defendant, Terry Falls. What? The defendant? The defendant called her? Sergeant Hawthorne was a very thorough person, sir. Left a note about her phone call with Mr. Falls. A note? Yeah, top secret memo that she left on her desk. Glad I pressed that, I guess. According to this note, seems the one who called her was indeed the defendant, Terry Falls. Yeah, whose pride is it to keep that note from me? Ha, looks like the judge is even more sure of this verdict now. Listen up, never ask a question if you don't already know the answer. That detective's fault, he's the one that said unknown person. Hey now, pal, don't take that face at me. I just said it the way because the prosecutor told me to. Is that a trap? With that cute face, I didn't expect him to be so sneaky. I do not have a cute face. This is naturally beautiful face. Bridge up in the mountains, but why meet there? Because it's a very important place to the defendant. That's why. Where he fell down, you know. If you remember, 5 years ago, the defendant kidnapped a young girl. He was chased onto a bridge, and there he killed his hostage. And the place where all of this occurred is, of course, Dusky Bridge. Yeah, it's either he is super young now, or meeting Phoenix again aged him quite a bit, like on the spot. Just Phoenix is here, he's like, oh, jeez. You just see his hair that's already gray just turn even darker. Very place where Sergeant Hawthorne arrested and handcuffed Mr. Falls. Turn to the scene of the crime. How nostalgic. Like finding an old coffee mug you used to drink coffee out of, and then drinking coffee out of it. Mine was a Pikachu one. I love that mug. Pika-pee. Pika-pee. First, she was brutally murdered, sir. Oh. Was the body of the victim discovered right away? Yeah, we're really on the ball. Found the criminal within 1 hour of the murder. Like, whoa, why can't we do this later? Last time it took like a whole month. It was great, we even got to say don't move, got you surrounded, at least from this side. Wait a second, is there something weird about that? Location was a suspension bridge up in the mountains. So how did they find out about the crime so quickly? Sergeant Hawthorne must have mentioned the phone call to someone else, right? Ha! If that's what happened, then she wouldn't have been killed. I mentioned the phone call with Mr. Falls, but he left a note on her desk about it. If only I had noticed it earlier. Maybe she'd still be alive. I wonder why she didn't mention the phone call to anyone. Hold it! Mr. Falls has a car, then? Now that bridge is way up the mountains, ma'am. If you didn't have a car, it'd be crazy to hike up there. Better than the victim boat up there by car. I mean, how else, right? What? You mean the defendant drove his own car? No, no, of course not. It was stolen. Oh. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light. Car thieves? I'm not sure how I feel about car thieves. This guy sure about how he feels about anything? Here's the photo of the stolen car's trunk. Naturally, that's the Body Valley Hawthorne there. We just kind of took a picture, you know, just casually, like. She was, like, already posing for it, so we're like, yeah, let's get this, picture in. Oh, that doesn't look too comfortable. I don't think she cares. She's kind of dead. The victim, she was stabbed in the back, correct? Yeah. Ha. For some reason, men always seem to get stabbed in the back, even though that was a woman. Talk about a woman. Can't tell from this photo, but knife was stuck in her back nice and firm. Condition of the body when it was discovered is very important information. Detective, was there anything strange or noteworthy in the trunk of the car? Here's a photo of the trunk, but I don't see anything strange, do you? Anyway. The fact that they're sticking this out kind of seems like there's something sticking out. Does it have a license plate? I don't think I can see that. What does the defendant have to say about this photo? What he always says, man. I didn't do it. I didn't do nothing. That's all he says. Nothing. I wouldn't say he did nothing. At the very least, we know he stole a car. Well, I mean, that's actually a fair point. It's just what he always says, Your Honor. He always says, sorry, I told a little lie. Or something like that. Yeah, he did say that. Well, in any case, it seems he was caught and arrested. Precisely. This certainly is an impressive policeman. Well, no, actually, I was way too close for comfort. Set up that checkpoint just after 5 p.m. Figured that Mr. Falls might just try to run. You know, considering he drove up there in a car and all. What do you mean he was too close for comfort? The two of them arranged to meet at 4:30 p.m. And it takes approximately 30 minutes to go from the bridge to the checkpoint. That was kind of close. Anyway, later, Mr. Falls could have slipped right by. Listen up, kid. There's a big trap waiting for you in that testimony. Trap? Walk to it clearly, and you'll need more than just a flesh wound. Fun, right? No, it's not. Well, if you want to have any chance at all, you better get some more information. If you're gonna get caught in a trap, best to get caught early. And always look for contradictions afterwards. Even famous contradictions. Sure, if I find some of those. It is gumshoe, so I'm sure there's one in here. Alright, so let's see. Died from blood loss between 4 and 5 p.m. Why is there a thing that just says 5 yards here? Like, what is the point of that? Like, thanks. I'm glad I know that little piece of forest is 5 yards. Thanks. Wear a white skirt for... Dr. Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Oh, I see. She's not wearing a scarf. Objection! Witness! Point. What is it? You have something to say, Miss Faye? I'm sorry, I totally forgot what I was going to say. This is the first time I've ever had to actually address someone like that. Should have practiced it before coming to court. Honestly, Miss Faye, I'm not sure I like this. Say there, little kitten. Want a piece of my coffee candy? I put it in my coffee to give my coffee some extra juice. Well, you're still too young to be drinking real coffee. Even though, like, you know, 5-year-olds drink this stuff. Come on, Mia. Shake it off. You're a lawyer. Detective. Yeah, what's up, pal? This photo. You said that there was nothing peculiar about it. Is that correct? Yeah, that's what I said, I think, pal. Kinda forget what I say about half the time. Anyways, I think that's what I said, alright, pal? Did I say it already? I don't know. And then take a look at another look at this note written by the victim. The note very clearly says, wear a white scarf for identification. Caller must have forgotten what the victim looked like. Thus, this special request. Ah! Huh. Very one simple question for you, detective. Where is the music? Also, where is the white scarf? I can't seem to find it in this photo. Well, to be honest, we didn't find it in the trunk, ma'am. And you stopped there? You should have looked for it. Ah! I mean, you're probably right. The caller told her to wear it to identify herself, so I expect she did just that. Well, Mr. Edgeman, what do you have to say about this? I see the defense is a little lacking. As in, they have a lack. The scarf you're searching for so desperately is this one, perchance. No, that one's clearly blue. Where'd you find that, sir? On Dusky Bridge. I was there first and decided to conduct my own investigation. Why didn't you tell me, pal? I made a decision to keep all pieces of evidence in my personal satchel. I tampered with it, you could say. It's the safest place I know. Huh. That hotshot sure has flair for the dramatic. Not exactly white, as the caller requested, but as you can see, it's close enough for what it was intended for. Looks like it spent some time in the mud. Not surprising, it was drizzling on the mountain that day. He's intentionally hiding that scarf the whole time. It is so legal. Yeah, I mean, the judge did say that, and he's just completely going against it. Also, I don't know. Edgeworth just kind of has that charisma to him. Gumshoe probably figured, like, I mess up a lot, but this guy's always on point. So I'll mess up, and he can fill in all the holes. I think that's probably Gumshoe's thought process. You know, subconsciously, if nothing else. Also, having a satchel is pretty cool. I have a Pikmin bag. Does that count as a satchel? Now, if the attorney for the defense is finished embarrassing herself, I'd like to move on with the testimony. That is all right with you, isn't it, Miss Fay? Boy, would I like to wrap this scarf around his smarmy little neck. Very good. Now, if we're done with this mud-covered scarf business, prosecution moves to establish conclusively and with hard evidence that Miss Hawthorne and Miss Falls did indeed meet on the bridge. Do I know a Hawthorne? I feel like I've heard that name before. Probably someone I know, I guess. Further, we will show exactly what occurred here. That sounds quite promising. Can't wait to hear all about it, pal. Oh, wait, wrong one. I instinctively said pal, too. Everything's moving on his whim. Don't forget, kid. There's a reason why everyone considers this kid a genius. Genius, huh? OP has 2 cats? Actually, I was an eyewitness just on the incident took place. Well, it was accidentally taken by the witness. You know, accidentally. Shows her wearing the scarf, sir. It was drizzling that day, unfortunately. It's a little hard to see where it's going. Anyway, Colonel shoved the victim down behind and stabbed her in the back, somehow. Must have been when the scarf fell off. Looking at this photo, really get the sense this bridge is very high up. It's about 40 feet drop from the bridge to Eagle River down below. Eh, Mr. Edwards, who dug this photo anyway? Let's just say it was a well-intentioned third party. Ah, potential witness. Why is this person in the courtroom? Well, they said they absolutely did not want to testify. Pal? The person's question is very delicate, Your Honor. Besides, as long as we have this photo, we see no reason to compel her to testify. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about this judge. Like, the other one's a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? He's a bit of a ditz. But he's still a good judge. Whereas this one is just like, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about that. So as you can see, Terry Falls had both the motive and the opportunity. I think it's quite clear at this point what happened on that bridge. Alright, guilty. Truth is coming clear to me now. Huh? Yes, it's quite obvious. He's clearly guilty. Not again. That's not fair. I haven't even done my cross-examination yet. Huh. What do you mean, Yeah, that's also fair, OP. Actually, it was an eyewitness saw the incident take place. Hello, laddie. How's it going? Who is this eyewitness? He's a college student. Female college student. That's right. Meaning she's female and a college student, ma'am. That's what those words mean. Doesn't do well in front of other people, so I came to testify for her. Maybe so, but as the attorney of the defense, I have the right to cross-examine her. Objection! Objection! For the time being, we're not relying on the witness's statements, that is all. What is that supposed to mean? The prosecution has other more decisive evidence. Our case doesn't rest on the vague testimony of a female college student. Female college student, eh? And she's female and a college student, pal. If you absolutely must hear her testimony, you have to give us a good reason why. Please tell us about the, more decisive evidence in question. Blah, 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 blah. Photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows her wearing the scarf, sir. That scarf looks way more white in that picture. The victim is wearing a scarf in that photo, alright. So about the witness who took this photo, what was this person doing all the way in the mountains? She was taking photos of wildflowers, apparently. There are many unusual types of flora in that mountain, Miss Faye. People in the area say because of the spirits that live there. Spirits? I don't know how I feel about that. This cloudy fog-like thing. Is it a ghost? I don't believe it. Wait. Later in the series it gets worse? That's not good. It's already pretty bad. No, Your Honor, I don't think it's a ghost. Drizzling, huh? That's right, pal. There's a light rain coming down. You know, water. That means it's light and it's rain. You know, light reflecting off the rain. You get what I'm going for. The whole place is kind of dreary. Not as dreary as the mood that this courtroom is right now. Haha. Looks like the cold front just moved in. And I'm getting a lot of cold shoulders. In any case... The point is that the area was quite damp. There's even some fog. I even slipped and fell when I was on the bridge. It was really something. My gun went off, I shot a guy in the shoulder. We're gonna get to that case later. I think his name was Von Garma or something, I don't know. Anyway, the victim shoved the victim down behind and stabbed her in the back. That's, Is that part of the witness's testimony as well? Of course it is, pal. Pushed the victim hard in the back and she fell down around her stomach. I remember that happening once myself. It was really... brutal? Are you talking about seeing someone get pushed, or were you the one getting pushed? Or does it mean that you pushed someone down like that once? His mind-boggling tales the way he said brutal. I wonder if he's Canadian. Is that racist? Nah, save your nasty look for the right person. Take a look. Poor baby. Court record seems to have wet itself. Watch where you spill your coffee. Court record, huh? So she was pushed on her stomach, but the scarf has things on the front. I guess that makes sense. But no, if she fell on her stomach, her suit would be all muddied up. Right? I don't know if I want to present this, but okay. So at the time of the crime, there's a light drizzle coming down, correct? Yeah, and a fog too. So generally soggy atmosphere. Well, I have evidence that doesn't go with the soggy atmosphere. There's a photo of the victim's body that's found in the car trunk. Considering the conditions in the scene of the crime, something isn't right. It's that she's left-handed. Well, by all means, please enlighten us what isn't right. Doesn't fit the conditions that day. I don't know what they want now. Like, do I point out here where it's the ground? Or do I point right here in her suit where she was pushed on her stomach? I guess I'm gonna go right here. Because that was my thought. Take that! Naturally, the answer is right here. The victim's coat? As far as I can see, there's nothing strange about it. That's exactly what's strange. I remember the testimony. What were the conditions of the bridge that day? It was drizzling and foggy. The dusky bridge was all wet. The victim had really fallen down on her stomach on the top of the bridge. And the front of her coat should have been covered in mud. Ah, that's exactly right. The other day I fell down on a muddy street and my gorgeous payoff beard was befouled. Objection! Your beard is always befouled. I do admit the crime scene was quite wet that day. However, that doesn't mean the top of the bridge itself was muddy. Your Honor had fallen down the shower instead of on the muddy street. His glorious hockey beard, pride of the legal league, would be wet, but not muddy. Fortunately, I have yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken. Can you prove that the surface of the bridge was muddy that day? Surface of the bridge, huh? Yeah, real men wouldn't fall at stand for a taunt like this. Neither would a real woman. Shame my hair does not actually have a swoop. Of course I can. Here's the evidence that proves the surface of the bridge was muddy. Be the scarf. Evidence is the scarf. It should be obvious. If the scarf fell into the bridge and got this muddy, it means the bridge is obviously covered in mud. No! I can't be outwitted by this novice! Wow, rude. Hey, same to you, buddy. Rude Edward. What would Francisca said if she heard you talking like that? She would be so upset her brother is being so rude. This bay of sergeant makes perfect sense to me. I do admit it appears to be a contradiction between the condition of the victim's coat and her scarf. However, the real question is, why is there a contradiction? Huh? For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Let's look at what the explanation may be, shall we? Alright. It's not like he's really giving me a choice here. Ha! You're doing pretty good for a little kid. Mr. Armando, you're a cat. Also, what am I... Stop what? No matter what he says, a contradiction always comes down to a lie. It's either the victim discovered in the trunk, witness's photo showing the defendant and the victim, or the witness's testimony that stated she saw the moment of the murder. Just relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? False evidence is one of those three. Definitely the third one, I think. He said he didn't do it, and I trust him. What you said just now, I'm not sure I like that. That wasn't me, Your Honor. It was the coffee affectionito over here. Of course, not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know. Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into the court. But we won't let him. We'll expose his evidence as flimsy scam it really is. False evidence case is the testimony. It's a no-brainer. Obviously, it's the witness that is suspicious. During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact. The criminal shoved down the victim from behind and stabbed her in the back. Now, is that testimony that exactly the witness claims to have seen? Yeah, that's what the witness told us, pal. That testimony is filled with holes. After all, the victim's coat isn't dirty at all. Yeah, that's true. Ha! Not just true, it's the truth. There's a truly decisive witness in this case. I'm certain that boy wonder over there would have called them in the first place. Your Honor, the defense requested cross-examination of the eyewitness. Testimony presented so as far as not only vague, but contradictory as well. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. This girl's pretty good. We should make a game out of her. Here's what we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all. You should brace yourselves for the brutal truth. Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present the witness at any time, and have been this entire time. Very well, please bring forth your witness at this time. What Mr. Edwards said kind of worries me. What does he mean by the brutal truth? Proceed with the test. You guys are getting weirdly excited for this. Mr. Edwards, please go right ahead. Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons the woman who saw the events that day with her very own eyes. This is it, Mia. The battle begins here. After this, I gotta call mine. Tell her happy birthday. Witness, what is your name and occupation? Oh, dang it. Thought I was done with butterflies. They just keep on flying back. Guess now I know why Mia wanted to come back. Why did she... Great.
You're wrong.
You're wrong. Everyone's so silent, I can hear their hearts going pitter-patter. When I look at you, how can I put it? I know how to feel about this. You look as scrumptious as a double dozen and dozen donut holes. I feel like I want to hurry up and hand down a verdict just to have a bite. That's pretty lewd. Pretty rude. Hey, not so fast. As I said before, this witness is very sensitive and delicate, can't you tell by the butterflies? I would like the court to please exercise care when addressing her. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edward. You're a true gentleman. Miss Faye, you can learn a lot from this man. He's such a gentleman, he doesn't act like one to me. Sir. Yes, my dear? This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause. Also, please die. No, it's not. No trouble at all. Now then, may we please have your name and occupation? My name is Melissa Foss. That's not your name. My name is Melissa Foster. I'm a college student, a freshman in the literature department. You were on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct? And you were the one who took this photo. Is that accurate? Why? How can you be so mean? I don't remember what her name is, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't Foster. I would have made a imaginary friends joke if it was actually her name. And I don't remember doing that. I have more faith in myself than that. I totally would have been like, oh, these butterflies are her imaginary friends. Now see here, what are you trying to do shoving that in her face like that? But it's just a photograph. Every time I look at it, it makes me laugh. It's not something dangerous. Next time I'll force to penalize you. Uh-oh. I don't like the way this turn is taken. Is she staring at me? And you would be? Huh? I'm the defense lawyer. My name is Mia Fey. I see. So you are... Now then, young lady, please give us your testimony. Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best. Yeah, I don't like the way this turn is taken. That's what I said, I think. Probably. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wild flowers. They're so wild, they should probably get a policewoman up there. Then I noticed that there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they started fighting. That's when I hurried back to the photo. I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment, and right after that I called the police. That is super full of holes. By the way, where are you standing when the incident occurred? I believe the map would be of help here. I was standing right over here. I was standing in a beautiful field surrounded by tall cliffs. You took the photo from that location, eh? No. Don't quote it. Also, that's an adorable little camera. Look how pink it is. Dang it. Like the way this turn is taken. What does that even mean? You ever actually just German suplex someone? It happens more often than you think. Yep, it has been a bit. I haven't been streaming very often. I apologize. Plus, I just don't really say many things that need quoted. At least I don't think I do. And then we have this whole list of them, apparently. Like, why'd I turn into an elephant? I don't even know. Like, one day I just turned into an elephant. History's been made. I don't know if I want history with this girl. People seem to die every time she shows up. Someone died last time, right? Yeah, what's his name died? Phoenix's college acquaintance. I was gonna say friend, but then I remember that they didn't talk. Oh, dang it, her name was Hawthorne, wasn't it? I brought the camera just like I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to. What a cute camera, just like its owner. Camera added to court record. Is it to have a little... Hang on. What's this thing on the bottom called? It's a small but powerful model. Photo camera. What's that thing called at the bottom? Is it just stand? I don't think it's a stand, is it? Tripod. Maybe? That's gonna bother me all day. I warn you, you make the witness cry again, you'll feel the wrath of my gavel. Was it a tripod? Okay. I actually have one of those somewhere, when I used to make videos. Using my camera to take pictures of the wildfires. Two people standing on a suspension bridge. Suddenly they started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that showed the crucial moment. Can I just point out that she did not take a crucial moment photo? Can I press this and not die? I feel like I'm gonna die, but let's press it. Hold it! Why'd you take a photo? Well, the two of them were really going at it. Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a news reporter. I guess that part of me still kind of took over. Smells like a lie to me. I mean, first instinct of a news reporter wouldn't be to take a photo. It would be go to get an interview with the people in there and then take a photo. Yes, I understand completely. Even now, I can't completely abandon my boyhood dreams. Still use my grandson to test my comedy routines on. Be a comedian, huh? Not that it has any bearing on this. All I could do was use my camera. So I took the photo for the crucial moment and gave it to the police. Usually not, but the last one proved that the people will get upset. And he did just say if I make her cry, then he will slam down the gavel. Either way, I'm gonna say like, hey, this is not a crucial moment.
Objection!
That is just them standing there. Witness, when you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant? Well, he just said that if I make her cry, he'll get mad. All I can see in this photo is two people facing each other. You testified that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally that's the kind of thing we refer to as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that? But, well, you see, the photo we presented was the only one there was. But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it. My apologies, young lady. This phase assertion is not without a certain amount of merit. Can certainly downplay the situation, can he? I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up. The film, I mean. Ran out of film. This photo was the last one. What? Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined the photographs you took that day. All the other photos, the witness herself playing along a field of flowers. The witness herself that who took the photos. Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built into it. You took photos of yourself? That's... like the flowers were what you were supposed to be taking photos of. I remember taking photos of myself once too. Please, no details. Even the missed phase of surgeon was not decisive after all. Wait, just a minute. Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well take more pictures, eh? Miss Foster, perhaps then you could tell us about a different sort of photo. Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes. Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet. I didn't even know it. Yeah, well then, let's get back to the cross-examination. What are your thoughts on the fight you witnessed? Yes, Mr. Judge. Boy, this guy's really a sucker for sweet talk. Ha! Look at the other kitten in the room as the only one that's getting all the attention. Yeah, it's sickening. I want attention. I'm a cat too, you know. Yeah, that is true. It was for Game Boy Advance. Got 10 yards away before she was... oh, jeez, there was a Game Boy camera, wasn't there? I think I had one of those. No, I didn't. My cousin did. Oh, well, it's another bridge. It was swaying back and forth. He asked me, both of them were in danger of falling off. I only wish I could have done something to help him. Ah, seems to make sense. But I wonder about that. Something seems kind of off. Ha! You have a good sixth sense. If you feel something's off, that's when you need to figure out why. Now, what seems awkward about this? Let's see, let's look at the map. I'm pretty sure that 10 yards thing is actually important. Let's keep Bridge map. Ah, I can see it. There's no way she could have seen that. That's what they're getting at here, I think. Because if she was over... if she was under the Eagle River little piece, because you guys can't see my mouse. Also, thank you for the host, Archangel, I appreciate it. But if she was over here by this cliff, there's no way she could have actually seen the stabbing if someone ran away for 10 yards. Because that bridge is out. So there you go. Witness, your testimony is a joke, and I'm not laughing. But I just... Miss Faye, thought I warned you not to make the witness cry. She's about to make me cry. One short testimony and two bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse. Say there were two contradictions? It's simple. Take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the two of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then, she would have hit a dead end. You said 10 yards, but she couldn't have ran even 5, because Dusky Bridges collapsed on that side. Why? What does all this mean? It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it. This beautiful young lady's been lying to the court. Objection! Just a moment, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion. What do you mean? There's one major mistake in this diagram. What are you referring to? It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge, we couldn't find any official blueprints of it. I'm saying that even though the bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove the bridge was broken during the incident. Can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. Also, that's complete conjecture, but whatever. Ha! That guy's good. What do you mean? Planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, alright. That diagram of the bridge was insurance policy. What? That coward! Seems you once again made a reckless accusation. I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself. No, it's totally not your fault at all. I mean, you couldn't have just said, oh, it wasn't out at that time. I don't know what you're talking about. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was that the witness actually saw. Alright, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony? But it's so hard to go on. Oh, then my butterflies are back. They will help me. They'll testify for me. Butterfly number 1. Uh-huh. There's a tornado in Japan, apparently. That's neat. We're on your side, Miss Foster. There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. Please, sir, may I have some more? After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make it off. I'm sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. Now, if he was on the bridge, I'm pretty sure he would just toss it over the side. Yes, sure. Still, let's take it up. He accepts his testimony as it is. We're finished. Say that. Oh well, maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make a really great mocha latte. This trial isn't over yet. But slam my hands out. Ha! That's what I like to hear. Cross-examination, if you go on the attack. I feel like I should just give it the map again, like, no. But I'm gonna press this first, I think. Hold it. You mean the defendant carried the body by himself? I mean, he's a massive man, Mia. That's a wrong question. Considering the size of the defendant, I don't think it would be difficult. Yes, but let's remember they were on a narrow bridge and it was ready to collapse. Is it even possible for him to carry a dead body on the bridge like that? Objection! That's conjecture. Well, the fact of the matter is that he did. What kind of talk is just silly? Wow, why did he get so emotional all of a sudden? I think there's some other possibility. Please share it with the rest of us. Why do you say that? It's already a broken down bridge hidden away in the mountains. Doing anything more to hide the corpse would be going overboard, right? Yes, but that mountain is famous for famous hikers. A surprising number of people go up there. But it's February, right? Is it February? Let's see. Yeah, I guess it would actually be February if they keep the timeline going. Because it was like 6 years in the past. We ended in January, right? So they probably did have a small time skip. I guess it would actually be February. Huh. Also a small temple in Channeling Jojo there. Channeling Jojo? You know those monks, they just love cold, isolated places. I think the witness is trying to say the corpse could have been found at any time. Besides, the witness is merely reporting what she witnessed with her own eyes. Alright, now which part of this do I submit? Are they talking about stuff I don't even know?
Objection!
Darn it, wrong one. Alright, take the hit. I don't think anything of it. How about you? I guess I don't think anything of it either. And we don't have a problem. But we do have a penalty. What, the problem? Couldn't you just let it slide?
Hold it!
right on the box. What? Saying the victim didn't fall down on the bridge? Actually, maybe she did fall. Of course she didn't fall down on the bridge. If she had fallen down, the photo wouldn't make any sense. If that was the case, her coat would have been all muddy. Objection! If you don't mind, I was asking the witness. No need to be so rude. Well, young lady, of course she didn't fall down. The man in the prison uniform grabbed her before she could. Pat! We're one step too slow. And then what did the defendant do after that? Personally witnessed that? Yes. Anything strange happened when he did that? Well, I don't know if you'd call it strange or not, but that's when the victim's scarf fell off. Your words match what we found at the scene. I don't see any problem.
Objection!
Okay, we've already seen this one. Black Quill sounds like a dumb name. Then again, I am fighting a guy named Edward, so... There we go, that's the right one. Killer not wanting his victim to be found, I can understand that. Makes perfect sense to me, I killed him. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found. Well, what is it? Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. This is the river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river. For those who are not aware, the Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in there are never recovered. In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. If 10 murders were to occur in the same spot above the river, you can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed the body in the river. Order in the court. Not sure if I care the way you put that, Miss Faye, but I must admit it does seem to be odd not to throw the body into the river. Oh. How sad. Perhaps Miss Faye would like to try taking a dip in the river herself. After all, you couldn't be such an expert in the ways of nature. My point is, no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw. Except that it could be a lie. Seems your assertion without merit after objection. But what about the witness' claims is totally ridiculous. Objection. Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car. That is certainly consistent with what the witness has told us. Please, witness, go on with your testimony. I'll try. All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again. Who's he talking about? Alright, I'll do my best. Quickly picked her up in his arms, he carried her over to the car. Killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. I'm guessing the lock is not broken. That's my first instinct. The lock is not broken, but why would he break into the lock if he he has the key? Press that. What did the man do then? That's not what I wanted you to ask. Naturally, he got in the car and was about to flee. That's when I came to my senses. I said to myself, you have to call the police. How would you see that? Yes, I'm 100% certain that I could not have seen that. Like, 10-yard thing, whatever. It's like, oh, the bridge could have been out. No, she literally could not see that car. I can't tell if that's broken, right? I mean, yeah, actually, it is clearly broken. Objection! Map again! 3 maps all over the place. Looks like you've done it this time. Done what? Made a crucial mistake for the 3rd time. 3 strikes, you're out. Killer broke into the car, into the trunk of the stolen car, and hid the body there. Saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes? Yes, and? It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. That's literally impossible. The place you claim to have taken the photo from is here. Do you see what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way. Ah. That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car. Objection! I admit the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock. However, it isn't so tall it would stop you from seeing the car. That's right. It's not high at all. You're always able to see the car just fine. I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location the photo was taken from. The photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge, but the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff. Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff, but you still claim to have seen the killer's car. Oh no! My lies! They've been washed! Order in the court! What the meaning of all this ballyhoo? Objection! Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions like you've been doing this entire time. The fact that the escapee fled the stolen car was reported to the news. After witnessing the murder, I'm sure you can appreciate the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it. That makes no sense, Edward. Objection, but she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes. Mr. Judge, I think I must have remembered things wrong. Hold it! Hey, wait a minute. You can't just say that. Objection! She can and did. Miss Fay, no one on the face of the planet is perfect. Yeah, indeed. Quite true. You know what they say. To err is to human, to forgive divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here for the 20th time. What? That's not fair. Ha! Save the tears for later, kid. Don't look back until the trial's over. Now's the time to go forward. That wasn't fair. Okay, kid, you need to relax. Take some coffee. Then you need to remember the other kitten's testimony. So tell us, how'd you know that? How'd you know that he broke into the trunk? Until you can explain how you knew that, you're gonna have a lot of very suspicious people on this court. Well, witness? Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk because there were marks left on the trunk lid. I'm certain they were scratch marks from when he broke into it. Let me see that photo. Yeah, but how would you know that? It's true. These currently look like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious this trunk's been broken open. Well, Miss Fay, are you satisfied? The judge is on her side. Can't make any mistakes here. What she just said, is there a contradiction somewhere? Doesn't work. Melissa Foster, if that is your real name, looks like you finally betrayed yourself. You said you were in the field of taking photos of the wildflowers, but even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches? Finally. I finally got her. Ha! I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here. Then perhaps it would be better faster if Miss Fay explained herself. Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness has seen the scratches was... she put the corpse in herself. Only one way the witness had a chance to see those scratches. Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was... Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it? That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison guard. He's the one that... I don't think so, Melissa Foster. If Mr. Falls had been the one who put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. Exactly. There was no need to break it open. But, he stole the car. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting in the red light. Which means the key would have been in the ignition. Oh, right. Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we would never uncover the truth. Couldn't have been Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk. No! Objection! Preposterous! To even suggest the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photos she took? The corpse could have only been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. We already know that at the time, she was taking photographs. Now's your chance, Mia. Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain of that anymore, Mr. Edward. There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may have not been pushed by Miss Foster herself. Take that. I don't think you can make this mistake about it. Take a look at her camera. It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. Almost as if the camera was brought just to take a picture.
Objection!
What are you trying to say then, Miss Fay? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed? Well, if she really did use the camera's auto timer, then the answer is yes, she was somewhere else. Exactly, she was not in the field. Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? In answering that question, we'll also make clear what Miss Foster's true identity. Well then, please answer the question. Where was Melissa Foster when the incident of the bridge occurred? I don't know. I didn't even think about this one. I mean, we don't know for sure if she was the one... I guess she could be here. She could be the one in the coat, which would explain the lack of mud. And we never see the wound. What I'm gonna say, I guess. Naturally, the witness was right here, but that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, is standing. Well, I guess I got it right. Miss Fay, what on earth? Your Honor, if I may, after parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could have only been before the defendant met the victim. How asinine! Of course Miss Falls met with the victim. The only person who had the opportunity to put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Terry Floss. Terry Floss, not Floss. You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edward? By the time the witness photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne. Objection! What? I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life. And I'm the one who had a psychic in my father's court case. Then who exactly is the victim in this photo? It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness. Why? It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Falls met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster. Me? Let's remember that it was raining and foggy in the mountain that day. Mr. Falls himself believed the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne. But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted. Objection. But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in federal penitentiary. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore. You're just making this up as you go. Where's your proof? Piece of evidence will blow this case wide open. How about the incident? Yep, because we have the victim's note. Mr. Falls had forgotten about the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification. Namely, this muddy scarf. Ah, it was Mr. Falls who requested that she wear this scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that, Melissa Foster? The butterfly's gonna explode? Butterflies did not explode. But she exploded. So that's She didn't explode. She fainted. She fake fainted for sure, though. Where's Miss Foster? She's collecting herself in the lobby. Obvious that Miss Alyssa Foster did it. I hope they have a bailiff around. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together. Only question is, why did she do it? Isn't that obvious? She's the true criminal. But why is she a true criminal? Well, we have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again. Till then, the court is back in recess. Defense and prosecution are instructed to wait in the lobby. Yes, Your Honor. Understood. Very well, the court is in recess. Yeah, I mean, you just said that. To be continued. Wow, that took an hour and a half, guys. It was a long trial. But we're finishing it. She's collecting herself in the lobby, in the parking lot. She's driving away. Oh. Get Detective Gumshoe on this. Mr. Falls. Ah! I'm sorry. I want to say thanks. You're real good. You really hooked me up. I mean, not literally. I've been hooked up this entire time. Thanks. We're almost there. Once I prove she committed the crime. Yeah, but there's one more obstacle we gotta get past. Obstacle? Yeah, motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill that policewoman anyway? Motive, huh? Anyway, we're still badly in need of information. Information, right. Well, we need most of the info about this Melissa Foster herself. All we know is she's been a student studying literature. One more thing. What is it? Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. Kidnap and murder case of Zebra Boy here, is death row for. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. As far as in that case, Mr. Falls, in that case, tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago. Okay, I trust you. I'm getting a very... That old man from the Edgeworth cases, like the feeling I'm getting from this guy. Just that sudden serious face. That day, 5 years ago, I dream of it every day. Every day. This picture reminds me of everything. Bridge looks the same, just like then. 5 years ago, like it could fall apart at any minute. It's been broken like that for at least 5 years. Well, that gets rid of the other thing. Ha! Sorry, buddy, but you sound like the one that could fall apart any minute. It's true. I did. I did kidnap her. 5 years ago. I kidnapped her. My girlfriend, Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh, damn. Huh? Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne? The victim's last name. That's Dahlia Hawthorne, Valerie's little sister. What? Are you serious? Girl, let her go. Shut up. Come closer, and I kill her. Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. Oh geez, that photo's shaking. The detective back then was Valeria Hawthorne. At first I thought shooting someone for kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it. I have a little sister. I'd shoot someone. Wrong! No protect sister! Valerie, betray me! Betray us! What do you mean she betrayed you? Everything! All lies! All make-believe kidnapping too! A make-believe kidnapping? Dahlia, my girlfriend, my love, my teen angel. Did he actually say my teen angel? He's seen one too many soap operas. I do anything she says, anything Dahlia says. Anything Dahlia says? Hold on a minute. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by, yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie, too. Valerie was in on it? Dahlia's family's rich. Jewelry business, we get one big jewel. That's what we thought. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnap note. We sent her to her dad. Asked for $2 million diamond. Tell him to make exchange by Dusky Bridge. You tell him that Valerie make the transfer because she knew detective. Whoa, they melted in right there. Having a police detective in your pocket sure is a useful thing, alright. In the end, it's like having gum on your shoe. You were planning on splitting the 2 million 3 ways, huh? Yeah, but that woman. That woman, Valerie, she do it for real. She shoot at me for real. Me and Dahlia. Bang. There I go. I was shot in arm. Dahlia. She jump in river. Jump? You tell me she jumped on purpose, do you? I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Anyways, I blacked out. Woke with the police all over. And that's when they decided to give you the death sentence. I couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me. That man, Terry Flaws, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into the roaring river, 40 feet below. These 5 years, all I wonder is why? Why? Obviously so they can have the money for themselves. Why'd she lie? That's all I want to know. That's why you called her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie yourself. Yeah, but I forget what she looked like. So I tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her. Just ask why. Why'd you lie? Why'd you lie? Why'd you betray me? I just want to hear her answer come from her mouth. That's all. So that's why. That's why you made a crazy escape like that. Just one thing, zebra boy. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Falls, where is it? Where's what? Come on now, kitten. The ransom. The $2 million diamond. Remember that now? Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it? I don't know. You don't know? No, really, I don't know. It's gone. With Dahlia. With Dahlia? Starting to piece things together. That day on that bridge. Dahlia put it in backpack. You know, she's a schoolgirl. Now gone. With Dahlia. Gone forever. Into Eagle River, you know? Don't need eyes to see where that river goes. Disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute. Hey, you can come back now. We're ready to go. Also, we got like a pizza in here if you want any. It's ham and pineapple. I know it's not really popular, but it's pizza, so. Mr. Falls, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, did you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne? Never found her, my sweet Dahlia. They've never found her. Swallowed by the river, gone. Dahlia, my teen angel. Your teen angel? How old was she anyway? Just 14. 14? You should be robbing candles, cradles before diamonds. Plans a fake kidnapping, disappears in the river with a rock worth 2 mil. Man, oh man, angels these days. Falls takes the fall and gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel, or is she really a butterfly? It's time, kid. Looks like we got a few more aces up our sleeve now. You bet. I'm just gonna take this mythical diamond that's not even here and just put it in my pocket. Your training wheels come off now, Mia. You got to strike while the iron's hot. That's one of my rules, remember? Falls takes the fall, huh? But what's the Terry coming to? Now then, let's continue with the trial of Terry Falls. Witness, are you feeling better? Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my... No. I refuse to believe that. If Phoenix has these powers to put a scooter inside his mythical attorney backpack, I believe that Mia could just pull the diamond out of thin air and put it in her pocket. You're a brave young lady. Not this again. I can understand a defense lawyer wanting to get a client off the hook. However, try to pin the crime on an innocent student is... What are you talking about? My witness is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander who witnessed a violent crime, that's all. What possible reason would a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman? Certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer. Motive, huh? I figured that's what I had to establish next. Well, Miss Faye, do you have any evidence on motive? Ha! You're still acting as tame as a kitten, kid. Mr. Armando, listen, a lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Smiling on the outside while your guts are twisted in knots is the mark of a pro. Maybe so, but I wish you would just quit grinning at me like that. Excuse me. Oh, tears fall. That makes sense. Of course. Mr. Judge, ready anytime you like. I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? But that's why I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true. I see. You're such an honest, upstanding young lady. I think I know how to feel about this. Looks like this witness is a real professional. What do you mean? Look at that 100-watt smile. Just when things are darkest for her, click, she lights right up. Like a Broadway musical, but the only music here about suckers. Very well then, let's hear what the witness has to say. I was out in the country the year before last. Until I entered college, I'd never even been to Eagle Mountain before. I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing an officer who testified against you 5 years ago, or kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster. Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing the murder. Indeed. Alright. Not guilty. You're up to bat, kid. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile. You bet. Somehow I have to tie her in this case. I guess I'll just press her thing, who cares? What country were you living in then? We were all living abroad, but after my parents were killed. It was a brutal civil war. She had to try to make her way back home alone. I lost everything. I didn't even have any personal identification. Or butterflies. What kind of sob story is this? What do I do? Should I press her for details? Yeah, press her a little bit harder. Witness, answer my question. I'll even repeat it for you. What country were you in? Objection! Your Honor, this line of questioning is childish. What country she was in and how many languages she may speak are irrelevant here. What we're here to evaluate is whether this witness has any connection to the case. I've lived abroad ever since I was a little girl. That's why I could never have known Mr. Falls or Detective Hawthorne. Yes, I think we've established that point. Well then, shall we add that we've just sent your official testimony? Yes, please, Mr. Judge. Yeah, the question was where. It's like it may not seem relevant, but at the same time, if she doesn't know where country she was in, then she's probably lying. But you know, whatever. Didn't know either person? Are you certain of that? Yes, I'm afraid I'm rather shy about people. Well, that can't be helped. Why is he just agreeing with everything that comes out of his mouth? First time he saw you then was when they were on the bridge, correct? Yes, it really was coincidence. I feel like this one's gonna be it, because it's gonna be like, how'd you know about wildflowers then? But anyways, pressing. So what made you decide to go to Eagle Mountain anyway? I just love being outdoors, picnics, hiking, you know, that sort of thing. You don't look like much of a hiker to me, but you do look like a digger of sorts. Ooh, harsh. But Eagle Mountain is a 2-hour drive from here and no trains run through there. There are plenty of other mountains that are closer and easier to get to. Well, I went there once with a college hiking club. You just said you'd never been there. I fell in love with its stark, desolate beauty and its romantic gloominess. I didn't know you were such a goth. By the way, what's the name of your college? Objection. Prosecution objects to any question that involve the witness's private life. All that matters is she's a material witness to a crime. The witness doesn't need to respond to questions that are clearly malicious intent. Thank you, she's really gone too far. Asking me what I'm studying, that's just rude. It's fair, you're treading on thin ice here. I hardly said anything. Talk about sensitive. I feel like she just lied, like, straight to us from that press, but whatever. Perhaps what your behavior that day was very suspicious. Not only have you contradicted yourself here in court, but you know things you shouldn't. For example, the scratches on the trunk of the car. But that's, Objection! I don't care. Unfortunately, Miss Fay, your last statement proves nothing. Oh, really? And why is that? Witness came to the police station once to identify the suspect. No, she didn't. Entirely possible that at that time the officer showed her this photo. Seems like a rather serious mistake. Ha! Oldest trick. The prosecutor's will. That's not fair. That wicked inmate. I'll never be able to forget that horrible day. Unless you can prove that, Edgeworth, then your words have no value, but whatever. A grudge? Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death. Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such a deep anger against her. So much anger he forgot his own guilt. Objection! My client has always maintained that he's innocent to those charges. Seems rather forgetful of your client, I mean. Not only did he forget about what he did, he forgot about the poor policewoman as well. What do you mean by that? Your client. He forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well. Well, she's right about that. Mr. Falls is kind of forgetful. Press harder. You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What do you mean by that? Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right? Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification. Why, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day, he probably would try to kill me. That's true. Clearly a bitter man. This is bad. Mr. Falls' reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. What should I do with that last statement? Add to the testimony. Okay. Your Honor, what the witness just said now is tremendously important. I'd like to add it to the official testimony. Prosecution has no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer and mentally imbalanced one at that. Testimony only helps to prove that point. No, that's not what I... Enough, witness, if you would. My pleasure, Mr. Judge. Did I point out that she is wearing a white scarf? How'd you know it was white? How'd you know it was a white scarf? I'm gonna press this because it's weird. How'd you know it was a white scarf? What do you mean by lucky? Don't ask that question, darn it. It's February now, everyone's wearing scarves. If I'd accidentally worn a white scarf like he said, then you yourself might have been killed. And that would have been a pretty terrible loss for this world. Ha! Looks like you pressed too hard this time, kid. Keep looking around, you're gonna lose sight of the finish line. Justice is blind, but she's not deaf. Sometimes you have to know when not to talk. I'm gonna press this one just for the sake of it. You knew about the incident, but weren't you out of the country until like year before last? That's a good point. Well, I saw the report about the escape convict in the news. You know, in another country, because that's what other countries do. They had an in-depth report to hook up this whole industry. So you were still living abroad 5 years ago, is that right? Yes. Listen to me, she's neck deep in this whole thing. Somehow, if you're just gonna have to get her to show the court her true self. I think it's gonna be this one.
Objection!
Yep, okay. It was that or the scarf. It's true Miss Falls did give instructions to Valerie Hawthorne about her meeting. But the note she said wear a white scarf for identification. Yeah, what about it? Isn't it obvious? Doesn't it strike you as odd? The note was a secret piece of evidence. How is it the witness knows about it? Ah, that's completely true. Order in the court. It is odd, isn't it? Weird that this case is really odd. Well, Mr. Edward, do you show the top secret evidence to the witness? Your Honor, I certainly never gave anyone permission to do such a thing. I'm surprised he didn't lie about that. In that case, the only way the witness could know about it... Just a moment. Of course I didn't know about the note. It's just... I saw it when it happened, with my own eyes. When the victim went to see the killer, she used her own scarf as to signal him. That's why I assumed the signal was white scarf. Oh, does that make sense? Come on, Mia. Can't let a weasel out of this that easily. Witness, sorry, but your explanation isn't going to work here. But why? It's true. That's what I saw. No way you could have seen that, because this scarf is blue. You've said it several times in your testimony the victim was wearing a scarf. A white scarf, correct? Yes, something wrong. Hair flip. That's what I'd like to know, Miss Foster. Have a look at this. This is the victim's scarf. Oh, that's obviously blue. I'm sure people would disagree about what to call this color. However, it's certainly not white. You knew what that note said. She knew the contents of the note. No! It says, wear a white scarf identification. That's the reason why you said it was white. Well, Miss Foster? Yeah, just coincidentally, she's colorblind as well. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation. I don't have one. I'm quite sure this wasn't leaked to the public, and yet, the witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one, the person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne is one, and finally, one more person. See, one more person? That's right. Person no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, kid? Yep. Third person that knew the contents of the note was... I guess this one. That person is... Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne? Never heard that name before. Look at this victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There's her name right there. It's this... Who is this person? This Dahlia Hawthorne. Miss Fay must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life. Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago. Killed in a crime? You don't mean... Yes, she was kidnapped. And killed by Terry Falls.
Objection!
Objection. Hair flip. Audible hair flip. You said she was killed. But was she really? What do you imply? Of course, people thought she had died 5 years ago, when she fell off the dusky bridge and lost into the Eagle River. Can present either the note or the scarf? However, her corpse was never found. She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead. Objection. But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she was still alive, she would be 19 now. Melissa Foster, I believe that's the same age you are, even though we never heard that. Objection! Even you couldn't. Miss Fay, you're not saying... Another audible hair flip. But I am. My hair flips are so audible you could hear them from the other world, but we're never going to try that. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl's in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Ha, nice one. That was like tossing a grenade to a 3-alarm fire. But unless you can tie all the loose ends together, nothing but a hit-and-run arsonist. I understand. If I can expose her true nature, I can turn this whole case on its head. Now's my chance to make Mr. Edgeworth squirm. Witness, who are you anyway? I don't know how I feel about this anymore. I didn't think it would come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness. Oh, okay. I understand. Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself. Your Honor, I have an admission to make. I honestly never thought the defense would pursue the matter this far. You don't mean... Yeah, I understand. Let's get a grenade. Throw it in this courtroom. Yes, the prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Only like 3 of them. Naturally, we conduct the full background checks on all of our witnesses. What did he say? Pah. Looks like the kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go. No, wait, but then why? You hadn't revealed her secret? He wasn't gonna say anything about it. All he wanted was testimony, so he made a little trade. Let me introduce you to the victim's younger sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Francisca would disagree. She'd be like, everyone is fools. All of these are fools. Everyone around here is fools. Gumshoe, Payne, I don't know you. Well, she died 5 years ago. We thought so as well. But, well, as you can see. Why? Why did she hide her identity for 5 years? That has nothing to do with the current case. Except it's a motive, you dummy. She was merely an accidental witness to a crime. Objection. Accidental. I don't believe that for a minute. Not even a second. For the past 5 years, she's been playing the role of a victim. Now we find her acting suspiciously at another murder scene. Objection. Really, Miss Faye, your strategy is clearly obvious. You're trying to pin your client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win. Is there a tiny Francisca? I hope so. That would be adorable. How dare you? Please, let's take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Hawthorne lost something much more precious, her big sister. Miss Faye must be insane to suggest that she murdered her. What? I play investigations, but I don't even know what that is. Miss Faye, you have any evidence to back up your assertions? What possible reason does witness have for killing her beloved sister? Well, you see, thought I was winning. Somehow he turned it around on me. Like a turnabout. Ha! Think you need a little push in the right direction. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim. Ah, that wasn't me. It was this guy. This crazy coffee addict. Objection. I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man. Ha! What makes you think they're empty? Because your prodigy looks like she's sweating bullets. I am sweating bullets, he's right. Load these up. Think you're in a tough spot, huh? Of course, aren't I? No, you just gotta arrive at the moment of truth, that's all. Whether you win or lose, it's up to you. Up to me? How the rashness of youth, how charming. It's coming from someone younger than me. The insults. Now let's not waste any more time. Miss Faye, what motive would this witness have for murdering your own sister, Valerie Hawthorne? I mean, I guess it would have to be this time.
Take that!
Take that! What is this? Is this the defense's idea of a joke? Certainly I don't get the punchline. Well, Miss Faye? Oh, that was... the rashest of youth! The rashest of youth! Okay, nope, that was not it. Must be a good reason for that. I guess it would have to be like, hey, talk to Dahlia, we gotta let the whole truth come out. Alright, it was. Okay. So I was right, just not right evidence. It was about the past. The story starts after Terry Falls escaped. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Valerie Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal the world the whole truth. The whole truth? Nothing but the truth? So help you, objection? There was a strangely important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. But their naming scheme is weird. That's the reason Dahlia felt that she had to kill Valerie. Keep her mouth shut permanently. Still want the hat? What hat? A terrific story, Miss Faye. If you like fiction, that is. Enlighten the court, Miss Faye. What was the secret that was so important? Where's your evidence? Dahlia and Valerie Hawthorne and Terry Falls. There's only one important secret that connects them all. Oh yeah, I know the secret. I just learned it like 5 minutes ago. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony. What testimony? Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago. believe it will explain a lot of things, such as the nature of the important secret between Hawthorne's sisters. Right, has a beanie? Like a beanbag chair? Or what? I guess that wouldn't be a hat, was it? Very well, I'll grant your request for further testimony. Don't gonna be painful. Please enlighten us once more, my little maple leaf. I'll try, Mr. Judge. Putting on the old charm one more time, Dahlia. This will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped in Mr. Falls. Baby, the ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid he might be kidnapped again with my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life. Kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. Yeah. With her sister's help, she was left with the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And would have believed after that she murdered his sister? Preposterous! Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth, for just repeating what she said. As you've heard, the witness was still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination. Mr. Edgeworth got the jump on me again. Ha! We're not allowed to fight. Let's twist some arms. Listen up. We still got that info. The ace up our sleeves. What info? Come on, kid. Don't say you've forgotten already. In fact, the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged. That's right. It was a fake kidnapping. Harry Falls told us that in the lobby. I do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says. What you're saying is the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by... Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie, too. Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's a secret. Baby, baby. Press. Heard the diamond is valued at a neighborhood of $2 million. $2 million? It's still uncut, so about the size of a pint of milk. $2 million pint of milk. I don't know what I think about that. The defense demanded his sister, Valerie, make the exchange, not as a detective, of course, but as an individual. By the way, I want to ask you, Mr. Edgeworth, why do you think he wanted to make the exchange up on that mountain? If he ever got surrounded, it would be hard to escape. There's one thing the kidnapper wants to prevent, and that's police involvement. A place like that, it would be easy to tell if he was being followed. Only one entrance to the mountain, and he was ensuring his safety. What a wickedly clever man that Mr. Falls is. Yeah, right. It was all your plan. Anyway, Valerie brought the diamond to the mountain and... Hold it! That was a dangerous thing to do considering you were being held hostage. Yes, but... Actually, I saved my life. What do you mean? You see, Mr. Falls is holding a knife in his right hand. Somehow I just knew he was going to use it. I knew he was going to use that knife to kill me. That's why my sister shot him. It was to save me. If he was gonna... Didn't you just... What? How do you follow that up with, oh, he shoved me off? You have to hear more about what happened right at that moment. Well, Mr. Falls shot me in the arm. He let go of me. I was dazed. I turned to try to run away, but Mr. Falls grabbed me as well. I ran past and I looked eyes for a second, and he gave me a large, bloodthirsty grin. Bloodthirsty grin? I don't even know if that guy could do that kind of expression. In that next instant... Splish, splash, taking a bath. That make it a bird bath. I advise the court to remember this river is 18 feet deep and incredibly swift. I was a strong swimmer, but I was knocked out. When I came to, I had been carried away by the river to a strange place. I'll never forget that day. Crumbling bridge, nowhere to run. There's one little shove from behind. That was it. Before my sister could catch me, I fell into the river. And that's why you hid your identity? Yes, I only told my sister. Elliot Hawthorne, eh? Yes, she's the only one who knew about me. Meanwhile, legally, this witness had been deceased for 5 years in another country. I didn't want anything like that to happen to me again. Hold it! And that new identity was Melissa Foster, right? As in a foster child, I guess? Yes, my sister helped me get the official paperwork taken care of. That makes sense. Without Anasia's help, doing all this paperwork would have been impossible. She was the only person left in the world I could count on. And you think I killed her? There's no way I could. Moment of truth is witness to. Once the truth about stage kidnapping comes out, everyone in the court will know how much of a Jezebel she really is. Just gotta prove the kidnapping is a hoax. But how do I do that? Hold it! Did you and Mr. Falls have a relationship? Yes, as a tutor. You were tutoring him, Mr. Falls. No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Mr. Falls came to the house to tutor me. That makes sense. 5 years ago, she was only 14. Probably came up with a kidnapping plan during that time. The Hawthorns are in the jewelry trade and are quite wealthy, you see. Quite the clever fellow, that Mr. Falls. Did I hear him right? Did he just call Mr. Falls a clever fellow? That's not accurate at all. Alright, so what do I have here? Not really sure which one to press here for... Let's press this one again. Oh, okay. Kinda thought it might have been one of those, oh, press this, then go back and press something else. Let's see. Nobody found, okay. Gave custody 2 years ago, blah blah blah. So which one do I do it to? That's the big question. Let's read this one again. Heard the diamond's value $2 million, blah blah blah. That's a really... By the way, I want to ask you, Mr. Edwards. Blah blah blah. Brought them out to the diamond. I guess I'll do this one.
Objection!
Okay, never mind. That wasn't it. Your Honor, that statement is clearly contradicts evidence. Sorry, but I think the only thing out of place here is that pointer finger of yours. That could very well be. I've gotten hit way too much with this easy trial. Like, I know what they want, but I don't know where they want it. Pointer fingers are made for pointing. Exactly, Mia. I'm gonna go ahead and save real quick, just so I don't die. Alright, let's see here. Ah, it's probably this one. It's like, she had the gem.
Objection!
Or not. Guess I can't just say that, oh, she had the gem. But whatever. She did have the gem. Sorry guys, I'm now hitting a wall. Oh, wait, I can see it now. Right? let me read that one again. I might have gotten it wrong. Let's see. Shot in the right arm and let go of me. Tried to run away, Mr. Wallace tried to grab me as well. He and I locked eyes for a second. Blah blah. I want to say this. Like, if this part on the right here is always here, if she tried to run past him, then she would have ran off into this part, not in the water part. Night, Lateral. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good night's sleep. I'd like to know if I'm right or not, I guess. So I don't take another hit. If I'm wrong, I'll just press the button, but I don't want to reload again. Actually, you know what? I reloaded already. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. I don't know. Let's see.
Objection!
Guess I'll go ahead and do it. Oh, cool. I was right. Okay. So I was thinking too far ahead, I guess. Like, the stupid part is, he wouldn't push her if she had the diamond, but I guess I don't have proof of that yet. So whatever, that's on me. So I took the hits. We're at 25 already, though, which is scary. But anyways, say that Mr. Falls pushed you into the Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe. But it's true. I felt a push on my back. I'm certain of it. It was Mr. Falls. Here, Flip. I'm sorry, but I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said that's hard to believe. I should have said that's impossible. Impossible? I asked the court to recall the condition of Dusty Bridge, now and 5 years ago. That bridge hasn't changed one bit in the last 5 years. Something that kind of contradicts what she said earlier, but whatever. We're gonna ignore that for now. If someone had pushed you behind as you claimed, instead of being carried away by the river, you would have been smashed by the bedrock below. A most certain death. The bedrock? Do you understand now, Dahlia Harper? The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible. Ah. Objection. Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level of the river may have been higher back then. Objection. But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in the water level would have made a difference. That is basic physics, darn it. You're right. Given the events occurred just now, as the witnesses testified, the defendant couldn't have pushed the witness into the river. Young lady, what is the meaning of this? I'm a horrible liar. See, Objection. Just a moment, Your Honor. It's true that the witness testified the defendant pushed her into the river, but, however, she never said that she fell from the back end of the bridge. What do you mean? After being shot in the arm, it's possible Mr. Falls panicked. I mean that part as well. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. If that's true, she would have fallen into the river. But also, she would have testified to that. Well, Miss Hawthorne, Mr. Edgeworth's explanation correct? Now that you mention it, of course. When I fell off the bridge, my skirt got caught on the bridge's side wires. If that was true, we would have had the skirt as evidence, but we did not. Seems Miss Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusion. Objection. Not now, Mia. Now's not the time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Miss Faye's assault. What? It's a combo attack? Leave your reasoning with something like this, Mr. Edward. After being shot in the arm, it's possible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible. Ridiculous. What's so impossible about it? Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record, does it? what part of this goes against the court record? Yeah, he has very tiny eyes. I don't actually know exactly what this game wants. I got plans up here to point it out, but I don't know. Let's see. Contradicts the court record. How could he have not unwittingly pushed her off? Maybe the side of the bridge she fell off of? Let's see. Fell off the bridge, no body found. Let's see. Oh. It has guards on it. Okay, I see now. I see now. Here you go. Your Honor, all the answers are right here in this photograph. Every time I look at it, it makes me laugh. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible to push someone off from there. Objection! I'm going to interrupt her shocked phase. But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like that wouldn't be a problem for him. He could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over. You just said he shoved her. So young and so already forgetful, Mr. Falls had been shot in the right arm. Ah, and more importantly, Valerie Hawthorne had her gun trained on him. At point-blank range. Hair flip. Hair flip. So, Mr. Falls, throwing the witness off the bridge? That is clearly impossible. I mean, he could have picked her up and then got shot and then she would have fallen, but he'd be dead. Dahlia Hawthorne, you jumped in the Eagle River intentionally. What? What is this? Objection! Indeed, what do you mean by such a ridiculous remark? Yes, it's ridiculous. My sister was there to help me. She had her gun and handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping into the raging river like that would have been suicide. Perhaps, but still that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle the swift current. But even more so, the witness had a much more compelling reason to jump into the river. Oh, and what was it? What was it so important she jumped into the river? The witness is still alive. That fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life through jumping into the rapids of the Eagle River. Just in case, because I'm almost dead.
Take that!
Take that. 5 years ago. I knew it was this, but still. Something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. The item that Valerie brought up the mountain with her. The $2 million diamond. Ah. No. It can't be. Yes, Dahlia had it all planned from the beginning. The $2 million. She was going to keep it for herself. I did know it was that. I just don't know when the game wants me to show it. She forced Mr. Falls to help her fake kidnapping. Bang. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river, with the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack. Oh, the butterflies are dying. Why, that's simply ridiculous. Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan? This woman is a demon. There was one more person who helped make the demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. Valerie Hawthorne. Whatever. You mean the victim was also involved in the kidnapping plot as well? Objection, but she was the detective then, saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping? Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder. What do you mean by that? On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Falls, Valerie called her sister Dahlia. Then she told her what she was planning to do. She was going to tell the whole truth, as she wrote in her note. That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone over 1 Eagle River. Plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices in the kidnapping would talk. And that is why you killed your sister, Valeria Hawthorne. Valerie Hawthorne. Why do I keep saying Valeria? Hee hee ho ho. Who is that? Laughing at a time like this. Audible demonic hair flip. Forgive me, it's just hilarious. Witness? You amuse me, woman, Miss Mia Fey. You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally, you have the evidence to back it up, don't you? Evidence? Evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course. That at 14 I plotted with Mr. Falls and my sister. Well, and one more thing. Magic must defeat magic. And also, what happened to the $2 million diamond? If you can't provide evidence to at least show that. Well, Miss Fey, I don't know. What a joke. You, Miss Fey, are you stupid or something? What? What did I do? That show was great. Except for the last season. The last season where, like, the dragon kid comes in, that was kind of weird. Wasn't really a fan of that. How can it prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? How do you even have besides to prove Valerie Hawthorne's murder? Well, seems to come to the end. To be honest, when this behavior does raise a certain suspicions, in fact, 1 billion of them, I'm forced to reject the assertions made by the defense, even though she has a ton of really well-made points. Of course you are, because you're just a fool. Is this it? Is it really over? The girl's made a fool out of me and there's nothing I can do about it. Ha! Without evidence, the trial is over? Who decided that? Mr. Armando, come on now, kid. Haven't you figured out that you make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still a testimony. Testimony? The day in question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valia Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Falls' stolen car and then went to meet him. Disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right? I mean, that's what happened. Yes, that's right. In that case, there's only one answer, right? Only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Stop it. There's no proof. The only one thing left to do. Who is the one person who testified in the court for the woman's crimes? I guess Terry, yeah. Take that! Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness. A new witness? Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Terry Falls. The defendant? There's only one person that can shed any further light in the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whether the person in the photo was Valerie Hawthorne, or whether it was in fact her younger sister, Dahlia, disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all, and that person is Terry Falls. But will he do it? That's the big question. He seems kind of wishy-washy, I don't know. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what's your take on this? Alright, whatever. Why not? Prosecution has no objection. Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant's witness stand. My last chance, Mr. Falls. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. You're all I have left. I choose you, Terry Falls. Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said at this point, Ralph? I don't believe it. No way. Dahlia died 5 years ago. Valerie betrayed me. Mr. Falls, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive, and you were used. That's a good name. Miles, alright, whatever. And you were used for $2 million. You're only worth that much. That's not true. Mr. Falls, only one question we want you to answer to. 2 days ago in Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne? Or was it Dahlia Hawthorne? Dahlia, did you betray me? 5 years ago, she promised. She promised never, ever betray each other. Terry. Dahlia. It's true. You are alive. You don't trust me anymore. That makes me sad. Tell the truth, the real truth. I believed in you. I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know. But there is one thing I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry. Dahlia. That's not a good sign. I will allow Mr. Falls to testify once and once only. Well then, Mr. Falls, yours will be the final testimony of this trial. Witness? Hello, Gob. How's it going?
Triple play. Could be.
Hope you're having a good night, Gob. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. Water. Please. Water. I can't talk. Need water. Ha. Oh well, guess I better be my coffee instead. These will match the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and bitter than hell itself. This is in the past. This is a year before that happens. This is 6 years ago instead of 5 years ago. I think that's right, right? Was it 5 or 3? Ooh, Terry fell asleep. That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of the bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on the bridge. I watched my car from the bridge. Never put no body in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked. She left. That was Valerie. Not my Dahlia. Bang. Mr. Falls, you're covering for her. Do you think she would do the same for you? Objection! That's enough, Miss Fay. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial. Well then, Miss Fay, please proceed to cross-examination. Is this how you want it to end, Mr. Falls? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence? Only one person who can stop it. You, kid. I think. I could probably stop it, but, you know, you're kind of the main character right now. I guess I'll press everything, why not? Hold it! According to the note, the meeting was supposed to take place at 4:30. You certainly arrived early, didn't you? It was raining. It was already dark outside, too. You waited on the bridge for 30 minutes? Mr. Falls? Eagle Mountain, that spot. Strong memories. Why did he just clam up? Could it be he's hiding something here? Did he go use the bathroom or something? That'd be pretty funny. Like, yeah, I had to use the bathroom. The van they had me locked in didn't have any, like, portable bathrooms. It was really awkward. So you wait on the bridge, correct? Yeah, I like waiting. I'm used to it. Sure he is. Zebra Boy waited 5 years to ask a single question. Find out why a woman betrayed him. To him, 30 minutes must have been like a blink of the eye. Hold it! We were waiting, watching in the car. That bridge, other side's broken. Nobody can come from there. So I was watching the car. What else were you expecting him to do? I suppose that's the obvious thing to do, but something's bothering me. I'm getting that feeling. A contradiction. No one lives there. There's a small shrine on the mountain, but that's it. Anyway, nobody came, no car, nothing. Mr. Falls, think carefully now. Are you certain that it was Valerie Hawthorne? I mean, I never lie. It's the truth. I mean, I told a small lie earlier. It was Valerie. I remember her face. Wait a minute. If you had remembered her face, then why did you make her wear a scarf as identification? Oh, sorry. I told a little lie. But the woman I met, she was different from the woman standing here now. She was different. It was Valerie. I think... this?
Objection!
Like, if she stood in front of you, why is her back to the broken bridge? So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge. You're sure of that? Yeah, I'm sure. If you're sure, huh? Then I'm sure too, Mr. Falls. I'm sure that you're lying. Oh, well, I wouldn't tell no little lie. What? Oh, I would love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Fay. You want to know who arrived on the bridge first? Just look at this photo. It's perfectly clear. Obviously, the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right? But that's the victim at the end of the bridge. Hair flip. Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Falls, you must have arrived at the bridge after she did. Someone should really take that ball away from him. Mr. Falls, please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth. I got there around 4 o'clock. It's true. I had somewhere to go. A special place. You go to the special place where you went to the bridge? Yeah, it's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago I met Dahlia. We promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. Never a good sign. Bought a memento to represent our love. A memento? 5 years ago I hid it under the base of the tree there. I've got a sudden bad feeling going up the back of my spine, and I don't like where this is going. Please don't pull a phoenix. A special memory for me. This is what I went to get. There's a little bottle necklace, your memento. Quite charming. But it looks empty. Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene of the crime at 4 o'clock. Then he left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. With that much time, Dahlia Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car. No! Impossible. Certainly wasn't enough time for it. Got a chance. Mr. Falls, there's no mistaking it. Huh? Mr. Falls? I said don't do it. That's enough, please. Witness? I promised her 5 years ago. If it ever happened, that we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink bottled. No! Stop the trial! Your Honor, we need a recess. I was stupid. Couldn't keep a promise, so I did it. I drank this. Oh, we are so close, just a little more. I was gonna prove your innocence. No, don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia again. Thank you for the 100 tears fall bits. Oh, jeez. Mr. Falls. Mr. Armando. Thanks for the coffee. Mr. Falls! Oh, jeez. How did she not get arrested for this? So my first trial ended suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, only losers. That's a really sad picture, too, of him, like, draped over the witness chair. Ugh. Ended with my wound so cut so deep in my soul I thought it'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. I mean, literally our first assignment, our first court case, someone died, right in front of us. But one person. The true criminal, Dahlia Hawthorne. She left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face. She didn't, but she also, like, he clearly said, like, hey, this poison was something she put there for us. Unforgivable, that witch. Mr. Armando, we were so close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft, kitten. It's my fault. It was never, she would never poison someone. I'm pretty sure she stabbed that guy in the back, stabbed her sister in the back. Ugh. It's all my fault Mr. Falls killed himself. Don't cry, kitten. Gonna make my coffee all salty, even from all the way over there. I knew I wasn't cut out for this. Me. Don't you get it? You can't cry yet. Oh, jeez. Are you okay? Only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. Mr. Armando. No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time. Then you file them away and eventually forget them. Oh, 1 year later, in this very same courthouse, I, myself, got wrapped up in that case. Yeah, this one, where she stabbed a guy in the back or whatever. With the lightning rod thing. Wire? Yeah, wire. Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was... I did that. Guilty, of course. Naturally. When the verdict was read, she had a perfect angelic smile on her face. It was finally all over. At least, that's what I thought at the time. What does that mean? Fortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. She escaped prison. 5 years, but something happened that made me remember all of this. What does that mean? Turnabout beginnings. Bridge to the turnabout. Like, should I keep going? It's already 2 hours. Find out next time! Yeah, he's in a hospital. Last episode is long. Well, we're not going to finish it for sure at all, but I think we can at least do a little bit of it. I think the longest in the game. Uh-oh. That sounds pretty brutal. Well, I will take a small break at the very least. We'll have a 10-minute recess. It's actually going to be like more like 5 minutes, maybe 3. But we will take a small break, and I'll come back for about probably an hour or so. So I will be right back, everybody. Enjoy some coffee. Let's see. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get more water. Whoop, I opened something I shouldn't have. I returned. Why is it still going on? How long is this dang song? I did not leave the chair in charge. I don't trust this chair. You know how many times this chair has tried to kill me? Look how squeaky it is, too. Well, hello, Loix. How's it going? Hope you're having a good night. Welcome to the abridged stream. Phoenix Wright abridged. I wonder if that's a thing. I guess it does have an anime now, right? So they could totally abridge that, huh? How far does the anime go, actually? I imagine it at least goes to Karma. Right? Oh hey, it's the sword thing. What's her name? What's her name? What's her name? Amy, that's it. Hello G-Man, how's it going? Hope you're having a good night. Said that a sacred sword represents life itself. I missed the rest of what was said. I fell asleep, sorry. Though the branches of them may appear to be infinite, the choices are limitless. What does that mean? I don't know. Like our destinies, the sword comes but one end, one merciless point. And when the silver cord, the fragile thread that binds us to this world is severed, oh, that's not good. The illusion is revealed as the implaceability of fate is finally laid bare. That's not good. Someone died. Is it the one in the museum again? Hey Nick, how's it going? What is it? You know I got spiritual powers, unlike you. Hey, I have a Makatama. Right here. It was powered up by pearls, but whatever. I'm sure you are spirit medium after all. Just like you, I don't keep my powers sharp, they get dull, right? I guess so? Glad you agree. Okay, Pearly, you're up. Pearls? So, that's why we need to go in a special spiritual spot tour games, Nick. Huh? I'm lost. What's this magazine you're shoving in my face? It's the New Year's issue of Occult, Winter Spiritual Location Special. Oh, Pearls looks so happy. Maximize your spiritual powers with just one night of intensive training. Oh yeah, it sounds too good to be true. I'll say. It sounds more like a scam to me. It's a spiritual retreat called Azakura Temple. It's way up in the mountains, and I bet it's nice and cold, just perfect for training. Now I definitely don't want to go. You know, I think I've heard of this temple before. It's a famous channeling dojo. Is it past the bridge? Because that's too much of a coincidence, and it's really weird. It's really hard for even real spiritual mediums like us to make reservations up there. For a temple? Are you serious? Don't worry, I already made special reservations just for us. Without even asking you, and I spent all your money, and I signed up for the special course. That's nice, and the timing couldn't be better, since we don't have a case right now anyway. Phoenix is on board with it, how is he not complaining about the money cost? Alrighty then, it's settled. Alright, come on, don't just stand there, start packing your stuff. Alright, Mr. Nick, you better stop packing your stuff. Huh? Me? Why do I have to go? Well, we have to be accompanied by someone who's over 20 years. How old are you, Mia? Maya? Sorry. I'm used to saying the other one. Look, there's Mia. She's deceased. That's her age. Oh, she's only 19. Huh. Hey, I don't have anything to do with special spirit power. The only thing I can channel is TV. Even I don't do that very well. Is there a heated pool in this Hazakura temple? No, but you can stand under a freezing waterfall. Sorry, but I think I'll pass. I hate cold places. What? No way. How can you be so selfish? I'm a phoenix. Come on, Mr. Nick, look at this place. Doesn't it look beautiful? Nope, not going. I'm gonna be nice and toasty at home. What? What's with the dots? What the? What is it, Mr. Nick? You see that magazine? It's none. She's got really bad eyeshadow. Look at how much eyeshadow you can see on this nun's face. You a friend of yours or something, Dick? This girl, it's... so she did get away? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I just want to say it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. Monica, honestly, how could any woman ever count on you for anything? You disgust me. But it can't be. She was found guilty and should still be in prison. Oh, she's still in prison. Okay. Mr. Nick? I'll go. Huh? Hazakura Temple. Said I'll go. Yay! Absolutely no questions asked. Isn't that great, Curly? Yes, oh thank you, Mr. Nick. You'd do anything for missing Maya, right? Even walk over burning coals, right? Oh, cold. Dahlia Hawthorne. There's no way she could possibly be in the temple, but I just had to see for myself who this nun really was. Also, the other one has way too much makeup on. You can tell from the photo that is going to be a weird person. Why is there a snowmobile here? It's so cold here, Nick. Maybe you should put on something warmer for a change. Well, it's supposed to be cold. It's training. Chia. Teeth are chattering so loudly, it's all I can do to make out what she's saying. Wow, Miss Igmaya, this is the famous Hazakura Temple. Pearly does not care at all. Pearly, I chew. Well, she has less makeup on now. I think it's the same person, right? Well, well, well. I don't know what voice to give a person like this. A weird person, a killer, both. Or you get Larry Butts, who is like a mixture of all three. Except he's definitely not a lady killer. He only kills his chances. Not again what? Oh. Really is a person to strive towards being. Well, well, well. I can't do high-pitched voices. My throat does not allow me to do those. Doesn't really strike me as a high-pitched voice either, so let's see. I don't know. Well, well, well. Nice to see you here. Welcome to our temple. Oh, thanks. Achoo. Oh my, oh my. My. Thank you for coming all this way. Come on now. Must have been cold. It's with the past tense. Freezing to human popsicles as we speak. Oh, we're high up in the mountains after all. Indicates we shouldn't speak here. Please follow me inside. Thank you. I was starting to think I would pass. Oh, yes. I almost forgot to introduce myself. I'm the head man. My name is Bikini. Why is your name Bikini? Please don't be wearing a bikini, especially in this weather. You would totally die. Bikini? That's right. Actually, that's my temple name. What do you think? It's tradition to have one, and I wanted something that had a nice image to it. So I thought, why not choose a bikini? Everyone loves bikinis. Besides, it makes me seem younger. Wow. Oh, certainly does. Oh, I signed up for your special course. Also, I'm apparently totally okay with the cold now. Well, my. Quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those you channel. That is a morbid joke. Reckless. Maybe you shouldn't take it. Maybe you should take it easy tonight, Mr. Maya. We can come back another day. But you went through all that trouble to get the reservations for me. Yes, that's right. Come all this way. Please, enjoy yourselves. There's still time before supper. Why don't you have a look around? Why don't we talk first? a channeling dojo anyway? Oh, my. You don't even know that? Forgive him, sister. He knows not what he is saying. Well. Just call me Bikini and forget that sister part. Channel dojo is basically a spiritual power training ground. You get special holy items or prepare people to boost their spiritual power. Holy items? Like holy water? Or train your entire life? Even surrounded by these items? That's quite mysterious. You'll die. You'll become a spirit and you're like, wow, I have all this spiritual power. Spiritual power of these items needs to envelop you. Wah-ha-ha. Got off the trolley in the land of make-believe. So what exactly is a special course? You must be incredibly devoted to be interested in that at such a young age. A training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant a spell. 30,000 times! Oh, she is gonna be so whiny once that's done. She is gonna be like, Nick, I need 1,000 burgers. I need 10,000 burgers. No, 30,000 burgers. 1 burger for each spell cast. Otherwise, I will die. Anyways, it's February now, right? You have to be careful this time of year. If you don't watch it, you'll get pneumonia or even die of hypothermia. Be careful, you hear? Whoa. Death is amusing. I'm supposed to be careful. Oh no, I knew I shouldn't have signed Mystic Maya up for this. Probably not during this time of year. Maybe like during the summer. Without this picture. Well, look at that. I must say I look rather divine here, don't you think? Oh, yeah, unforgettable in every way. You mean it? Oh, I knew it. Wahaha. Oh. Makeup was pretty tough. But Iris helped me out. Iris? A cute little girl in the photo. She looks just like me, doesn't she? Looks just like someone, that's for sure. There's a small temple here, so she and I run the entire place. Really, that kind of sounds like fun. Sorry to cut in, but this Iris, where is she right now? Oh, just listen to you. You haven't come all this way up here just to find a girlfriend, have you? No. That's not what I had in mind. Anyways, Iris is in the inner temple. Preparing this for this evening. Inner temple? Yes, that's right. Iris will be back this evening. Why don't you go have a look at the main hall for now? In the temple, huh? I'm totally on board with Phoenix. What the heck is going on here? I'm tempted to go to the bridge, but we're gonna go to the main hall. Yeah, he's looking for his ex-girlfriend, I guess, but that's... Main hall, I think it's even colder. How is that possible? There's candles. Ah, Mr. Nick, I'm still immune. It smells like meat and gravy. Yeah, you're right. I guess pot roast for tonight. Yum. Weird, I thought they would serve something a little more, well, traditional. Like an actual roasted pig. What are you talking about, Nick? Think monks and nuns sit around eating rice and gruel all the time? Quake, you said that last time. But hello, hope you're having a good night. Mystic Maya's right. I hope there's mashed potatoes too. I love mashed potatoes. What a cute little acolyte. Not who I was expecting. They would make some difference in temperature. I'm trying to remember what's her name's face. Afro Woman. Well, I met Afro Woman and I met Candle Woman. I'm gonna meet the Square next. Greetings to all of you. Wow, this lady makes Maya look 6.8 on the weirdness scale. Is that a point? I can't tell if that's... I can't tell if that point is on her outfit or if it's on the text box. No, the, Pearl's mom. The one with the giant, bushy, black hair. I don't remember her name. Like Mia, Maya, Pearls, Amy... Did we ever get her name? Morgan, that was it. I think that was it, right? She looks just like that, except her hair's different. Come here for the special course, too? Unfortunately, no, actually. I'm... You're... You're Miss Elise Diaxnim? Yes, that's right. You know of me. My name's Pearl Faye. I'm your biggest fan. Who was she, Nick? Why are you asking me? I see it now. Zavari, a fortune teller. Also, the okay scared me a little. Get all your books, Mr. Dinuxian. What a sweet thing to say. Donum? I'm just gonna call her Elise. Books? Mr. Nick, don't you know anything? How would I? I'm not a spirit medium. Do you even know who this is? Thank you, Quake. I'm glad at least someone appreciates my... Wait, you being sarcastic right now? But no, it's fine. I know I'm a terrible Englishman. But you know, I don't deal with silent letters, okay? Silent letters are just spies waiting to stab me in my grammar. Some illustrator of picture books. Picture books? Not what I was expecting, but I guess pearls can't read, so... Sorry, I didn't know who you are. I don't get a lot of chances to really enjoy picture books. It's alright. I take no offense to that. My books are nothing but simple stories for children. And really beautiful pictures too, Miss Elise. Books always make me feel as if my heart's been purified. Ha ha. Makes me feel very happy to hear you say that. Like a kind, sensitive lady. But you know, we got that from the last girl, and she turned out to be a helpful murderer. Miss Elise won an award last year for her book, The Magic Bottle. Yes, a friend of mine secretly submitted a story I had written to the publisher. They liked it so much they asked if it was alright to make it into a book. Wow, must have been a really great story. Maybe I should try to write one of the children's books too. If I do, you can secretly send it to the publisher for me, Nick. Recently, I've accepted some sort of apprentice, you might say. An apprentice? He calls himself Lawrence. Lawrence... Donum? Just Donum? I believe he's off putting some landscape sketches now. On Lawrence's behalf, I wish to thank you for your support. You mean a whole new character. Of course, Miss Elise. Anything for you. Kind of makes me nervous, because like when they introduce a bunch of characters, like I'm gonna have to testify. I'm gonna have to hear everyone's testimony later. How'd you come to Hazakura Temple, Miss Elise? Probably the flowers, I would guess. You here to do some spiritual training? Haha. No, that's not it. I'm actually here to gather materials for a new book I'm working on. I can't wait. Pearls is completely taken with her. I wanted to do a book with more Japanese feel to it this time. He's awesome. That makes me nervous. I feel like that's sarcasm. Is that why you're dressed the way you are? Children have a certain image of me in their minds. I don't want to disappoint them. What can I say? She's really a sweet lady. Wow, Miss Elise, you're dressed like a mountain nut. Yes, the good people here were kind enough to let me borrow this. I'm wearing training clothes underneath my robe as well. I want a staff like that. You like the crystal sphere? It's really amethyst, you know. Maybe we'll find up here on this mountain. Good luck, Nick. I know you'll find me one. Well, if you have to excuse me now, I have to go help with the dinner preparations. Wow, you mean you're cooking dinner tonight? Take Pearls with you. She is totally... Oh wait, she's actually going to take Pearls with you. Actually, help 2 Pearls. Genuinely like... Okay. Good to hear, Sonosuke. Yeah, I want to help with everything I can. Darn it, Reborn. Pearls look like she just won the lottery. Oh, I help too then. No, you... Oh. Please don't worry about it. Feel free to relax and explore with your friend. Huh? But... Oh yes, please take this. I think it'll be of help to you. Wow, look at all this stuff. Map of the area. Wouldn't want you to get lost now, would we? I expected Phoenix to be like, no, you can't cook, but... her denying it is kind of weird. Well, if you insist, I guess we'll take this chance to go check out the other temple. Okay, I'll see you 2 later then. Remember, you're not allowed to fight. Thank you for the permission not to fight. Come on, Nick, let's go. At least we'll stay warm if we keep moving. What's this pot? Straw zabuton cushions arranged around a hibachi brazier. I've seen a layout like this since I was a really old Japanese movie on TV. If it wasn't for this hibachi, they'd probably freeze to death. Never mind the fact this is apparently a Japanese game. Laughably large Magatama on the altar. I can see Cyclops with my teeny Magatama I've got. I can only imagine what kind of power this bad boy has under his hood. He's not a car, Phoenix. It's an altar, looks a bit old, but someone does a good job taking care of it. Speaking of altars, I remember seeing one like this in Korean Village last year. Guess they really do have something to do with the spiritual power after all. Yeah, I know, but it's still funny to see them say stuff like that. Writing here. Bet the writing on these sliding doors are instructions for spirit channeling. Kinda like how we scribbled math formulas to the bathroom walls to remember them. Except we couldn't go to the bathroom during tests, and I can't read the walls. Could you read the bathroom at least? What do you think that giant Magatama could do? Probably see into your mind. February 7th, Hazakura Temple, main gate. Huh? Where'd Sister Bikini go? Guess she went to the inner temple. To go help that other nun out. Oh, right. I think her name was Iris? Yeah, that was it. I want to find out who Iris really is, but I'm scared of what I'll find. Oh, suspension bridge. Oh, this doesn't look very scary at all. Look at this broken down old bridge, Nick, that we totally didn't cross earlier. Or, wait, no, I guess we didn't, did we? Need to figure out where I am. Okay, so I am now at the front of this bridge. Hazakura Temple is over here. I mean, there was a temple there the entire time? For that last case? That's weird. And no one mentioned that at all. Hey, there's a river down there. Looks like it's flowing real fast. What's wrong, Nick? You look like you've seen a ghost. I'm just not very good with heights. You know, being a bird and all, thought it doesn't feel good to be so high up if I'm not flapping my wings. You should face your fear and start hurling yourself up. No, that will kill him. Might as be what you need to get rid of your fear of heights. Yeah, death is a real good way to overcome phobias, alright. Well, Mia probably got it. No, that's morbid. I'm not going to say that joke. Did he? Thank you for the 30 bits, G-Man. Look at all of them go. Thank you for the 30 bits. Well, I appreciate the ad bits. Ad bits are even more rare. I will just hope that they don't get launched out of the pachinko machine we got here. I wish the pachinko machine could, like, do something. Like, it would be kind of lame in some way, but it'd be neat if I could, like, hook it up to the Ankbot, and then if you made your bit in, you got, like, 50 stars or something. That'd be cool. But then I guess people would just spam 1 bits. I don't know. But yeah, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Anyways, this just looks like a rickety bridge. And I think they mentioned a channeling dojo, but I thought they said that was past the bridge. Can't argue there. Probably why it's called Dusty Bridge. It's called... Read it again, Maya. It says Dusky Bridge. Well, it's practically the same thing. Anyway, the inner temple is just up ahead, right? So let's go and check it out. Oh, is fear of heights? Maybe? I can't recall another time when they've mentioned it. Also, why is there... What is that, a mailbox? Can't believe there's a public phone here. It's a public phone? Jeez. People who live here, I guess. I doubt they have any real phones there. Yeah, but it takes like 20 minutes to walk here from the main hall. Would have been smarter of them to build the main hall here, don't you think? Maybe you should work for the channeling someone who makes logical sense by. But why does he have a fear of heights? Now I'm curious what caused that. Fear of electrical wires, I could understand. Whoa. That bridge was shaking like jello in an earthquake. At least half the wood in that rickety bridge was rotting, I bet. How far back did they repair that bridge? Not to mention the last part only had like 1 board left on it. What's wrong with you? Your face is all green. Can you not pick on me for a second? I'm still trying to get over the shock that we made it safely across that death trap. Yeah, I guess I'm a bit surprised, too. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I mean, I don't know. I feel like those kind of things usually have, like, some kind of trigger, right? Or at least one point where he could look back and be like, this is what made me aware that I was afraid of heights. Like, I'm afraid of spiders. Which is weird, because I usually like spider characters. Guess people don't use this too often. Really where you going to train tonight? That's to be it. Kinda creepy around here. Like a ghost might jump out of you or something. Spirit medium afraid of ghosts? Isn't that ironic, don't you think? Oh, frog has arachnophobia? I'm sorry. I mean, there's plenty of reason to be scared of spiders, okay? They're poisonous, they're evil, they're small, they can kill you in one bite. One of them bit me once. I don't know if that's really relevant to frog, but one of them bit me once. That was pretty awful. Anyways, let's see. Training hall. I didn't really see anything sticking out. Is it a training hall or a dungeon? Jeez. Why is there like a gate that goes down to a cave? The teeny, freezing cold rooms. This is where you'll both be training, huh? Huh? What do you mean, both? I'm the only one. Really? I thought... Probably just a little kid. She couldn't handle this kind of intense training. She seemed pretty immune to me. Even the teeny ones are terrifying. They can get everywhere. Says the girl who I can barely hear over her bones chattering. Anyways, the real training room is behind this door over there. Yeah, I get the feeling it's back there, definitely. Only because the cavern behind that door is giving off a real supernatural feel. Feel like I might find a dragon word down there. Excuse me, but who are you? You're... Hi there! I'm here to break the ice, and totally not distract you from this apparently spiritual meeting that is totally not happening right now. We're just looking around here so we can be staying here tonight. Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. Barely a speck teeny spider? I mean, if I saw them, yeah, I'd be like, pretty spooked. Wonder why she's spaced out like that. Don't you, Nick? Did you say something, Mike? Not you too, Nick. My name is Iris. I'm one of the nuns here at this temple. I'm Maya Fey. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure is mine. Oh, please excuse me. I have some chores to attend to. She sure is beautiful and a bit spacey, I guess. Guess she's just not used to talking with urban sophisticates like, I don't want to hear that from you. You don't even know what the difference between burger and ramen is. Nick? That girl. Can't be, but... should I examine something here? I am curious about this gate. Can we go behind here? Actually, training area must be on the other side of this gate. Wonder what it's like. Ooh, it's locked. Come on, Nick. You know you want to open it for me. I can't. Been in kind of a bad mood lately, haven't you? Zavari. I know what it is. I-R-I-S. Iris and Nick sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G. Not the right song to play, Maya. Look at this antique dresser. I wonder if there's anything valuable inside. Let's have a look. Probably full of, like, robes and whatnot. Just a bunch of clothes. Hey, Nick. Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Oh, about Iris, I bet. Why you keep bringing her up? Alright, I think I'm just gonna look at this, because it might be important. Hanging scroll. Doesn't look that old either. Why? Okay. This scroll. It's my mother. Your scroll? The scroll is your mother? She was born from paper. It's Misty Fey, master of the Kurian School of Channeling. Are you sure? Well, she's pretty. That crest at the top of the scroll. Special mark of the master of our tradition. That's what the mark means. What is it? Nothing. Just that I last saw her over 15 years ago. It wasn't for that crest. What do you mean you can't recognize her face? Can we get Mia out here for a minute? Like, I feel like this should be a point where Maya's like, I should show Mia this. I guess we can go back now. Actually, the yellow gate over there that I'm pretty curious about. Hey, a half-open gate. That's practically a welcome mat. Yeah, except the sign here says no entry. Oh, Nick, rules are made to be broken, you know. Expect a lawyer to go along with that? Oh, come on. You're such an old lady sometimes. Let's just go. Don't blame me when Sister Bikini puts a curse on you. Now you got me scared. What if she makes it so I can only wear bikinis? Like, whoa. That'd be so terrifying. What's this? Hey, there's a giant robot buried in the snow. This is where we turn to Power Rangers, and Maya becomes the Purple Ranger. Spirit Tiger, Zavari. Something buried in the snow, but I think it's an incinerator. Gotta admit, it looks like a robot. Don't think it gets used much. Looking pretty rusty. Hey Nick, do you think this giant robo incinerator can walk? Told you, it's not a robot. It's not especially big either. You have no imagination. Thought it'd be real neat if you had to beat it to advance. Fight between a lawyer and an overgrown furnace. Who'd ever pay to see that? Well, if I ever make it an RPG, that's what I gotta do. Main character is gonna be a lawyer, and you're gonna fight a giant robot as the tutorial. Oh, sorry, you're right. Steel Samurai Maya Fey. Looks like this bridge is suspended by 4 of these wires. Really thin. Shouldn't they be just a little thicker? Oh, stop it. Such a worrywart, Nick. The bridge was really going to collapse. I'm pretty sure the boards would break even before these wires did. What's wrong? You're turning into an overripe avocado again. Oh, wow. Look at these neat Buddha statues. Maybe I'll take one home with me. That would be stealing. But there's so many. They wouldn't notice if I took just one. Are you kidding? Of course they'll notice. What are you gonna do with one of those anyways? But in the office, of course. Charlie can probably sit on it. Trade that wooden statue in the office reception area for one of these. You know, come to think of it, where did that wooden statue come from anyway? I don't even know what they're talking about. What does this say? Looks like there's something written on it. I can't read it, but if I just take a good guess, I'd say it says Inner Temple. What's the point of a sign if you can't read it? Must be tough for the mailman when he's delivering it to you. Guess the sign's a good indication of how long this place has been here. Go find Iris before Phoenix explodes. Phew, we managed to make it across Dusty Bridge. It's Dusty Bridge. You look green. Are you feeling alright? Hey, what's wrong with you? Ever since we met Sister Iris in the training hall, you've been really quiet. Huh? Oh, sorry. Hey you, wait up. I think he's yelling at us. He must be. There's no one else around. I guess we know it's a guy. Come on, moving. You're standing right in my way. I thought you said this was a good character. I know you here. Whoa. Sorry, gotta run. See ya. Hey, wait a minute. Nice to meet you. I'm Lawrence Steenham. Liar, you're Larry. Your clothes may change, but you're still the Buds. Shut up. I'm Lawrence. I'm just here to do a sketch of Dusty Bridge. Yeah, best new character, totally original. Does that mean we've had him in 2 times in this game? Or was that the last game where he was a police officer or whatever? No, he was a police officer that was flirting with what's-her-name. It really is our Larry. Not that I get why he's pretending to be someone else. Original character, do not steal. Look at his purely Japanese-inspired clothes, Monkey Samurai Joe, and his original pink outfit complete with little bows? Why does he have bows on his shoulder? So what are you doing with the last name whatever that is. Well, I just wanted to start over again with a clean slate. Clean slate? You remember, don't you? Last time. Master Mass case. After that, I started to realize I didn't like this guy, known as Larry Butts. When I came across it, the Book of Destiny. The Magic Bottle by Miss Elise. So beautiful. It's moving. It's so gentle. My heart felt cleansed. I was saved! Maybe I should buy a copy of the Magic Bottle. Wow, Larry. You make a great book salesman. I really want to get that book down. I have the feeling he's going to draw something that's going to be evidence. And I really hope it's not going to be. Speaking of the bridge, so maybe not. Most wonderful person I ever met. I'm totally gonna flirt with her all over the place. I'm gonna follow her anywhere, even though she's like 50. Certainly is a very elegant lady. You see? Here's a photo I took of her in secret. Her hair's brown? That was black. That's a beautiful photo. You want a copy, don't you? It's okay. I just happen to have like 40 of them. Well, there's that piece of evidence, I guess. Kind of hard to imagine you as a picture book illustrator. Must have some kind of ulterior motive, right? What are you talking about? Of course not. I don't trust anyone anymore, especially not women. Talk about a bad case of denial. Anyway, can you even draw well enough to make a picture book? Art isn't only about technical skill, you know. It's also about having a pure heart. And that's why I'm asking, can you draw well enough to make a whole book? Wow. Harsh. Now that you mention it, I wonder. Looks like you still have some doubt in your heart. It's true, I do. But when I first saw her, I felt it. Something inside me entered and something else began. Oh, Larry, sounds like you've fallen in love with Miss Elise. No, you're wrong. It's not her. It's the other girl. Other girl? Uh-oh. Got a bad feeling about this. I have a feeling I know exactly who he's talking about. Oh yeah, her. My little Iris. Yep, I knew it. She's really pretty. This girl, she's perfect. Exactly my type. Wonder if she would model for me. I want to draw a portrait of her. You always liked those model types, didn't you, Larry? Hey, wait a sec. Didn't you say you were swearing off women? Yeah, that's right. Of course I have. I have, basically, but Iris is different, of course. I feel like I still have this one chance left in the dream. Guy will never change. Everyone? Hey, Pearls is back. Pretty awkward. Having someone flirt with your ex. Pretty awkward. Hey, Pearly. Dinner preparations are complete. Please come quickly to the main hall. Oh, right. Can't wait to dig in. I'm gonna go to the inner temple and call Sister Iris. I also want to have a look at where Mystic Maya's gonna be trained. Didn't Iris already come back here? Hazakura Temple. Main hall. Well, she looks like the ex, and she did try to kill it. Well, did she try to kill us? Gotta get us convicted. I don't think she tried to kill Phoenix. Except for the whole eating the bottle thing. Sure, it's alright to eat that much before training. Well, this kind of training is a battle of endurance. Mystic Maya, please don't do anything that might put your health at risk. Don't worry, no pain, no gain, I guess. I'm still worried about you. Was it? I thought it was that Phoenix killed that one guy, or at least everyone thought she did, or he did, and then it ended up that she did it. And then he tried to take the blame. Something like that. Anyway, well, let's not dilly-dally, shilly-shally. You might as well get ready for tonight. Oh, right, I forgot about that part. You're right. She did try to do that, huh? Alright, here I go. See you tomorrow, I guess. Iris, please ring the bell at 10 for lights out. Alright. Yes, Sister Bikini. That's a dumb name. I mean, I didn't say that out loud. Then I want you to ring the bell. I want you to come join us in the training hall. I understand, Sister Bikini. That's a dumb name. I mean, I didn't say that out loud. Maya and Bikini really seem to be excited by this training thing tonight. Well, Pip, what are you going to do tonight? Well, if you'd like, you can come mind. Perhaps we can read some books too. If you murder Pearl, I will be upset. Pearl doesn't die, right? Pearl better not die. They wouldn't kill a kid. Right? Not very good at reading. Well then, would you like to practice reading with me? I mean, I'd love to. Pearl's absolutely smitten with Miss Elise. So Larry, what are you gonna do? Me, I'm just gonna hang out in my room. I can't stand the cold at all. Totally hear you there. Miss Elise, for example, how do you read this? It says grape. That's kind of a tough word. Okay, what about this word? That's another tough one. It says roast. What kind of book is she reading anyway? Yeah, the only thing I know is that the next game is Apollo, and I know what he looks like from the Awkward Zombie comics, but other than that, I don't really know much. I'm gonna go wash the dishes and clean up. I'll visit you when I'm done, Miss Elise. Well, not much to do except head to my room and huddle under the covers, I guess. So how long is Maya supposed to be staying in there? All night? I guess it's 30,000 times, so yeah, that'd probably take her at least 4 or 5 hours. Whole different type of cold up here in the mountains. Why couldn't the nearest bathroom just be a little closer to my room? Mr. Wright. Yeah. Oh, Miss Elise, because I can't say your name. Are you gonna use the bathroom too? No. Have you seen Pearl? Oh, dang it. Not since after dinner. I thought she said she's going to your room. I know, but she never showed up. I'm gonna go look for her. Excuse me. Okay, so she didn't do it, at least. Those mysterious origins or last name. She really mysterious one is. Deuxnum? Deuxnum? I don't know. Maybe. Sister Iris, I mean. Good evening. Thing is, she seems super nervous, and I kind of feel like she would try to kill me by now. The real mysterious one is this girl. Are you on your way to the bathroom too, Mr. Wright? Can't let this chance pass me by. I should try to talk with her, and maybe get some answers. Donim? Why'd she take off her hood? Now it's even extra creepy. Her hair's not red anymore. I kind of preferred the red hair. Not gonna lie, but I guess if you wanted to disguise, you would take out the braid. Your sister Iris, right? Yes. Not an expression I expected. So, when did you come to Hazakura Temple? I don't remember. Ever since I was a small child, the temple has been my home. So you never left? Well, I don't have any family to take care of me. Sister Bikini, I've come to think of her as my real mother, as it were. Ah, I see. She doesn't really look that old, though. How old is she, actually? 48. How old is this girl? 25. I mean, I guess that's a pretty good age difference. I was getting kind of a 30 vibe from her, but I guess 48 is a good number. Why are you in here? We haven't even met you yet, in this case. Larux, whatever your name is. Better known as Larry Butts. Better known as a butt. Were her eyes red before? I don't remember. Did you go to college and maybe enroll with the Ivy University Literature Department? No, I never had an interest in going to a big university like that. My training is all the education I need. I say as I use words like education. But once in a while, when I get the chance, I make a trip to the nearby town. I use a computer and a cell phone too. That's not exactly something worth bragging about. I don't know. I mean, Maya barely can. I don't see any psych marks. I guess that means she's not lying. Please don't stare at me like that. It's nice to have a lie detector on you at all times. What kind of place is this anyway? First we're trying to increase your spiritual power or something like that. Must be seem awfully crazy to old people like you. Well, I have to admit it is a whole different world up here. I'm glad to hear you say that. Huh? Talking with these dead people, who does it help anyway? I hate it. Really? Why stay in a place like this? Also, I guess I shouldn't mention that I have talked with a dead person several times. Ah, something wrong? I didn't realize it was so late. I have to go and ring the bell for lights out. Also, I still need to use the bathroom. Mr. Wright. Yes? Did I ever say my name? If I'm alright with you, I would like you to have this. This is your hood. It has the power to protect you from evil spirits. I would think of it, Sister Bikini was wearing one of these too. Why'd you take yours off then? Pray for your safety in this dark, cold night. I'm sorry, but I must bid you good night. Although I really need to use the bathroom. Wait a minute, Sister Iris. Yes? Just now you called me by my name. You said Mr. Wright. How do you know my name? I never introduced myself to you. I'm glad they actually caught on to that, because I couldn't remember him actually introducing himself. Sister Iris, please, tell me the truth. You and I... have we ever met before? That's a lot of locks. Oh, jeez. It's almost 10. Perhaps we can speak again tomorrow. Oh, boy. Gong. 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 So, she escaped from prison. My hunch was correct. She does know me. I can't just tell her that I have a lie detector on me. Better try to talk with her again tomorrow. Why didn't you go look for pearls, darn it? Yeah? What the? The blood-curdling stream came from the courtyard. Well, good news, Pearl isn't dead. Bad news, I'm pretty sure I know who is. Sure it came from around here. Someone's there on the ground. It's Denuxo. Squish. I just stepped on something soft. Hey, don't step on my tummy like that! What are you doing lying there in the snow? I was passed out, what do you think? The blood-curdling screams. You forget about that, hurry up and call the police! You have a phone in the main hall? Nobody's still got a reception up here in the mountains. Must have a cell phone on you, right? I didn't bring it with. Why didn't you bring your cell phone? Oh, you're useless. I mean, even Iris has a cell phone. We got no choice. You have to use the public phone on the Desky Bridge. Please, run as fast as you can. Yes, ma'am. If you don't hurry, Iris will. Iris will. Why didn't you ask Iris to give her phone? It's further than I thought. The bridge is just up ahead. I have to go tell Maya what happened, too. Ah? Oh, that's not good. The bridge is burning down. Burning down? My fair lady! What are you doing here? Did you set the bridge on fire? You look way too happy about this. Huh? What is it? Is it me? Don't scare me like that, Larry. I almost had a heart attack. My name isn't Larry, it's Lawrence. Larry, hurry up and call the police. I'm gonna enter the temple. Don't be stupid. The bridge is nothing but a burning wreck right now. Why were you smiling? There's been a murder here. It has occurred temple. What? Every time you're here, Larry, something happens. Murder might have gone across the bridge. Had to make sure Maya's safe. But call the police. I gotta go. Get out of my way, Larry. Shove. It's too dangerous, Nick. Wait. This has been crazy. I knew how dangerous it was, but I still went for it. Nick! Well, I think I found out why he's in the hospital. Speaking even more of the fire, the freaky old bridge's plank snapped and gave way, and as I was swallowed by the eternal darkness that surrounded me, a final terrified scream rose up to pierce the frozen air of the harrowing night. Be continued. Saving game. Well, I think that's a good cliffhanger to stop by. What? Wait, who am I? What is this picture? Who could that be at this time of night? Yes, Edward speaking. Edgy, get up! It's an emergency! Huh? Larry? Why do you have my number? Do you know what time it is? It's not Larry, it's Lars! Lars! Nothing more than a terrible nightmare. Let's roll over and wait, don't hang out. It's an emergency. Nick, he took a really nasty spill. Well, it wouldn't be the first time, so I'm not joking. His life is in danger. What? What happened? Tell me. Talk about a guy with bad luck. He might already be dead. Anyway, you gotta come back. You're the only one that can help. My Iris, my beautiful Iris. She needs help. What? Why'd you switch to Iris? Phoenix is the one that's hurt. Alright, I don't know what's going on, but I'll be there as soon as I can. I'm at the detention center. Please, hurry. Beep. 1 year since I left that country. Thought I wouldn't have to see him again for a while. Sounds like it won't be a pretty reunion. As if I expected anything to change. Am I Edgeworth? 'Cause that's pretty nuts. You're late, Edgy! What took you so long? Well, you know what? Yeah, I like how they're vague about that. Just that country. That place at that time. Like with earlier, it's like, I was sent to another country and abroad. Like, what country? Like, I can't say America because we're in America. I can't say Japan because I'm technically also in Japan. And why am I Edgeworth? Darn it. Wait. Do I even have... Why do I have an attorney's badge? Wait, I didn't receive this from Wright. I haven't even talked to this. Okay, well... I haven't even talked to him yet. That's weird. Antagonist, that Larry, that sweater. That beret. Beret, whatever it is. Are you sure I should talk, or should this just be where we ended for today? Because Reborn got his promotion. And it is 1:30. We've been going on for 3.5 hours. This might be a good point to just stop for tonight. Keep you guys all on edge. And it'll be worth it. I made myself sad. I am very curious to see what happened, though. But hey, that's always something we can do next time. Don't look more at the evidence? Oh, okay. I can do that at least. But I think that will be it for tonight, I guess, guys. Glad to hear it, OP. But thanks a lot for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Is definitely super curious about what's going on. I have no idea where this is going. But if you say so, I'm glad to hear it. And I hope you all have a good night. Be sure to not take any nasty spills off any bridges, please. I'll see you later, guys. Thanks again for watching, and next time we will figure out what happened to Phoenix Wright.